This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, sweeps to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30. Needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline. Breaks the third tackle. Comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle. Swings down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want. Click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boys Mike and Wayne. We are back to bring you guys another episode of Nothing But Niners, man. This one is called, How Does It Feel? How does it feel? We're going to ask that question a couple times in tonight's episode, so bear with us as we go through all of this, man. We got a lot to discuss. The 49ers coming off of a big win. First of two back-to-back road games here on the East Coast, man. Wayne.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man? I don't know. You kind of got this like ODB thing. I don't really know what's going on over there.
Shame on you when you step through to the old dirty Nah, man, I'm good, man. It's like show number 45 today, bro. I'm just I'm riding on vapors right now, bro. Let's
Hey, listen. I understand. I'm putting some fuel in right now. You know what I mean? I'm with you, bro. Like we tired for different reasons. We are tired for different reasons, but we here, and that's what counts. That's the important part. That's the important part, is that we count. It counts that we're here. All right, guys, we're gonna run through these formalities. We're gonna get through all the comments, super chats. Keep those super chat coming. Don't forget, guys. A new part of Nothing But Niners. We keep the super chats for a show at the end of the segment. A segment at the end of the show. That's how you know I need to go to bed. Did you hear what I just said? A show.
I heard you. I heard what you said. I didn't even see that right.
We gonna get to them all. If this is your first time here on the YouTube page, guys, we want to thank you for your continued support. Hopefully you continue to support us if this is your first time here. If you like the show, please give us a thumbs up. All right, if you actually enjoy it, subscribe, and then turn on your notifications. That's going to be important so you know exactly when we are scheduled to go live. All right, give us a follow on some of our social media platforms. We have Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Those handles are Nothing But 9. I did 8 fingers. Nothing But 9 ERS. That is the number 9. Nothing But 9 ERS. And then we also have Facebook and Twitch, and those handles are Nothing But Niners. All right, and then head on over to the Patreon, guys. We got a new. I can't even start to tell you. We got some stuff cooking over there on Patreon for y'all. New episode is going to be airing tonight, but it's a temporary episode. Okay, it is not the full thing. So just be cautious, be mindful. Head on over there, patreon.com/NB9ERS. I'm your guy, Mike Andrews 83. To my right is my guy, Wayne Breezy. You see the handle down there, man. Wayne, man, the Niners, they went in there, they did their thing, but at what cost? That is the first, how does it feel, right? Because I was there, and all but one injury, like, really didn't, like, stand out too much, right? Like, I didn't see, like, Robbie get carted off the field. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see Bosa get carted off the field, right? But you saw E-Man down. You saw him down for a while. From the home side, I'm sure they talked about it on the live feed and things like that. How did it feel, man? Bittersweet? Was it, maybe nothing's too serious? I mean, we found out one of them was serious, but how did it feel, man? Just overall evaluation of the game.
I think anytime a player is injured and for whatever the injury is, it's a bittersweet moment, especially when you win a game. It's like, how do you celebrate? But also deal with the fact that, player might be out for a game or 2 games or the remainder of the season. So for Emmanuel Moseley, like just watching the injury, I'm looking at my television like the junk is on right now, but I remember exactly how I was looking at the TV, and I initially thought it was an ankle injury because he went up for the pad, and then when he came down, his foot got tangled but twisted. And so I was just thinking it was all in the foot and the ankle area. I thought it was going to be a high ankle sprain. You saw him hit the ground, and then it was just like, he tried to roll up, he couldn't get up. Then he grabbed his knee, and then that's why I was like, wait a minute, like, is there impact? Did the impact happen in the knee? And then, people said, through the grapevine, he was, walking. They didn't say that he was walking on crutches, but they said that he was walking. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe it's just the ankle. And then Kyle Shanahan spoke, and he was just like, yo, man, it's probably an ACL. It's out for the season. We'll wait for the MRI. And then Monday comes, and then there's the news. It's confirmed. So it's bittersweet. They win a game early in the season, but they lose a valuable piece.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I thought I was on mute that whole time, so I'm sorry about that.
Yo, this show gonna be 45 minutes, guys. I can tell you that right now. Mike is going to bet.
Oh man, what a day. But yes, no, you're absolutely right, man. I will say that when I did get to finally watch the TV copy, I saw what you saw. It looks like he went up for the ball, and you see his like ankle kind of do like this little like thing, and I thought, oh damn, he hurt his ankle. But nah, man, that wasn't it. So it was rough. And let's start the show there. Let's start the show there before we get the latest news. We signing players and stuff like that. We'll get to that. Shouldn't there be some kind of like guarantees for these guys playing in contract years when teams don't want to give them multi-year deals? Like when teams don't want to pay him for that. And I know, right? He signed the deal. He agreed to it. Like it is what it is. I understand that completely. But like in football in particular, this is such a physical sport. You're going to get some kind of injury, right? And I'm not saying guarantee the whole contract or anything like that. I would never suggest something along those lines. But like in a contract year, when you're clearly more valuable than just a 1-year deal, right? Moseley wasn't some 33, 34-year-old guy signing a deal, so that's why you give him a 1-year deal. Like, this kid was seriously deserving of a multi-year deal. They're saying the screen froze. I'm good on my end. I see Wayne moving too. Can y'all hear us? Everybody good? Are we still here? All right, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep speaking as if everything is okay. Do you not think that there should be something for people on their last year of a contract? Miss Debbie said, "Good over here." Gabriel said, "We're good."
Can you hear me?
Guys. Yep, we got you.
This is a tough one, man. I mean, yeah, I'm always about the player. I feel like the players need some of that guarantee. God forbid a situation like this happens, right? And you're just like, dang, man, like, I don't know what Moseley's contract is. I don't know what it's going to be like due to the injury, but I'm sure him and his agent and the front office, Parag, they're going to figure something out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Moseley back. To answer your question, I think there should be something in there for these players, especially due to these injuries. But that's something that the NFL, PA, and all them, they're gonna have to get together and kind of figure it out. The same way they got rid of the 2-a-days in practice and all this different stuff. Like they're gonna have to figure that out because it's sad and unfortunate that a player on their contract year is gonna be out for the season, and then their value goes all the way down, right? Like it goes like almost damn near bare minimum, depending on who you are and what you have already accomplished. Nick Bosa gets injured for the season, value doesn't go down. Emmanuel Moseley gets injured for the season, value is going to go down because he wasn't even a draft pick, right? Or he was a draft pick and he was picked late. I can't remember which one it was, but the fact that he never, ever made that big contract yet. This year, he was making the big contract, bro. Like somebody was going to pay Moseley, bro.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If we gave Javarius Ward a 3-year deal at 13, 14 million a year, What kind of contract do you think Moseley? I mean, that boy was balling out there,
He
man.
probably would have got something around that same sort, though. Think about it. Just not from the 49ers. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The 49ers wouldn't have offered him that contract. He would have probably took a bigger discount with the Niners, but there would have been a team in this league, I guarantee you, that might even pay them even more than what Mooney Ward is getting, because the league is going to change by next year. So prices are going to go up. It's just the way it is in NFL, right? Same like houses. They appreciate, whatever. It's just the way the market is flowing for these cornerbacks. Cornerbacks typically get paid, especially during their free agent year. It sucks. There's nothing else I can say more than it sucks. I've spoken on this many a times. I didn't get a chance to speak about this earlier today. It effing sucks. It sucks because this kid literally was having an all-pro year and nobody wanted to talk about it. The 49ers were creating all-pros at just about every position on that defense, bro. And having multiple players. And the reason why you were seeing Moseley more, they were testing him more. And he was answering the call every single time.
Yeah.
Even on that play, he answered the call. Nah, you ain't catching this, son. Pop, there go my knee.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting frustrated, man. My bad.
It's cool. It's cool. And people don't like what we're asking. Look, is this everyone gets an award type of thing? Contracts are what you put in them. There's too many rich people involved to feel sorry for 100,000 players. I don't quite understand this message here.
I don't get the first part, but what we were trying to say is clearly he was on the second year that not what was it 4 million. Sorry, second year that 4.
No, this was his first year. So they
had renegotiated something, and what was he getting?
No, they did not. This was his only year. He was a free agent or something like that, and they brought him back, if I'm not mistaken. They brought him back on a 1 year deal.
A contract that he did from last year or something.
Let me double check. I don't think so though. I could be wrong.
Ferret was brought back on the year.
Emmanuel Moseley. Oh yeah. He did sign a 2-year $9 million. Oh, okay. But this was the last year of it. Yeah. 2 years, $9.3 million.
Okay. So see what I'm saying? So but this was the year he was going to cash in.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so for Mo, like he was literally cashing in. Dude, top 20 in the league. Like, if you want to go up by PFF, he's top 20 graded through 5 games. He's playing the opposite end of a man corner, so he has to play man. And he's in my opinion, he's the better zone corner. He's the best zone corner on the team, in my opinion. And so it's just sad and unfortunate, but it is football. Injuries are gonna happen. The only thing Mike is asking is, should there be some type of guarantee from the injury? Like if they get injured, balling out, playing, if they make a certain incentive or something like that, if they reach a certain status by a certain time, should there be some type of guarantee because of their injury, especially in their contract year? It could be worked out. It's not in the reward thing. It's more like
what's right.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? I'm not talking about some guy who was just been on the practice squad, never did anything, and then came in one game and boom, something happened. That's not what I'm talking about. This guy outperformed that undrafted free agent contract that he had. And he was outperforming this 2-year, $9 million contract he was playing on too. And now he might get a 1 or 2 year deal for less than that this year because he's coming back on a bum knee.
Kid was definitely betting on himself, and he was going out there putting that work in, and usually is a different injury he's dealing with. This was a freak one.
Yeah.
Usually it's a hammy or one of those things. This year he came in healthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right, we don't have to stay on it or anything like that. I do want to share this screen with you guys really quick. Jed York had some kind things to say about the young man. I like that a lot. So I want to share that with you guys. Hopefully you can see that here.
You got to take off the double banner.
Oh.
There you go.
All right. So the tweet says, so cool to see E-Man's impact. Manny Moseley, wishing you a speedy recovery. Proud of you. Here for you to help you get back. We can elaborate on this now because we weren't allowed to earlier. Is Jed York saying, hey, I got something coming for you?
Hell yeah.
Jed York is Jed York's way of saying this is my guy?
I think at some point y'all better just start listening to the motherfucking owner because he's telling you exactly what he wants. I mean, he is the owner. He told us that Jimmy Garoppolo was gonna come back and Jimmy Garoppolo is here. He didn't say it like that, but he said, listen, I will pay whatever. If you want him here, if you need him here, I'll make it happen. And I kept putting it out there, guys, like this ain't over till it's over. And now Jimmy's here, he's the quarterback. But Jed York spoke on that. This sounds like, in my opinion, Moseley is good. Is it unreal? It's crazy, right? I wish I knew who this Facebook user was. Hey, man.
Did you like change one thing about like your look? So like you'll
I don't
do
it on
a
purpose,
show.
Mike. Listen, I got.
I'm just asking. I'm just like after like maybe you'll put a scarf on the next show. Like
I just got colds. Like, all right, so I'm in my man area, my basement, you know, and I went upstairs, and my wife she's not ready to turn on the heat yet.
Oh, you got one of those wives.
I went upstairs and said, son, you want the heat on? He said, nope. I was like, okay, all right. So I grabbed my beanie because I get cold from the head down. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Wait. So like the heat, is it like a time of year thing or a time of day? Like it's too early to turn the heat on right now today.
It ain't cold enough for her to turn on the heat. I don't regulate the heat in my house. I just pay the bills, right? So I'll just put on some extra clothes. You know what I'm saying? And so I got on the beanie. That's why they said I look like Hancock. Remember that movie? Was that one of Will Smith's worst movies?
A drunk superhero.
It just didn't make sense.
He's got a lot of bad movies. It's gonna be hard for me to call that one his worst.
No, we got to do that on the Patreon, bro. We got to save that for the red light special.
Write that joint down because we're gonna forget it. We always say we're gonna do something on Patreon. We don't do it. We gotta make some notes, man, because that's a good one. That is a good one.
Just made me
Will Smith's worst movies. Oh God, that could be all day.
Order, yo.
Oh man. Oh, but yeah. So, you know, damn it. But we'll see. I think Jed York is kind of hinting at, you know, hey, Moseley, we got your back. I appreciate everything you've done for the organization and would like to see it continue. I think that's what he was saying, man. I really do.
I was going to ask you this question before the Facebook user. Is it unreal for the owner to offer an injured player an extension? Has that ever happened before?
I mean, the owner can't pay anybody. So I think
not the owner, but I'm just saying, can you see the owner saying, hey, man, let's get this guy extended, and they offer him an extension?
Yeah, absolutely.
It can happen during an injury.
The owner can say whatever he wants to say.
I'm saying, can the extension? Have you ever seen an extension happen after an injury? Well, I gotta ask Mike.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you don't understand what I'm asking.
I answered the questions you asked twice, and then you keep trying to change it and say the same shit. You said, can the owner give somebody an extension while they injured?
You said no.
I never said no. I said the owner can't. I said he don't pay him, so he can't really, you know, do anything. He could go and talk to the people. And you were like, can he like go tell them to give him an extension? I was like, yeah, I guess like he could. Has anybody ever given the owner a player?
That's what I'm asking that. That's what I'm asking. Have you ever seen a player get extended while injured, out for the season? Excuse me.
Not off the top of my head.
Can the 49ers maybe they might be setting a precedent?
Dom said Dak. I thought Dak was back when he signed. Dang.
It could have been Dak.
Did he sign that extension while hurt?
I don't remember.
Oh, I think he's right. No, he's right. That was a big. Remember,
he did.
People were. He got carted off
after the leg injury, right?
Yeah. I think he's right.
Hey, man, I think that might be kind of cool. If Jed York did that, I would be like, wow, this team wants something different. They really
You're
love,
left-handed?
yeah. They really value the players that they really love. They make sure they want to take care of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they always do. They always do, man. They always do. And I like that about the Niners. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a solid thing that they do for the team. So, I wish they cared about some of the players we care about more. But I tell you what, they evaluate talent way better than we do, because there are a lot of guys we thought X, Y, and Z, and they were just like, yeah, nah, watch this. You know what I'm saying? So they go out of their way and they get stuff done over there. I like it. I like it a lot. Do you have a graphic on your page for the newest 49er, the newest edition?
On my Instagram. I haven't gotten a chance to post on Twitter too much today because we just been creating shows.
You still hiding, huh? Okay, it's cool. I get it. It's cool. It's okay. Are you giving me the finger? I can't see you if that's what you're doing.
Me?
Yeah. All right.
You can't see me?
No, I can now. I was on a different screen. Let's get to the latest 49ers rumors, notes, and nuggets. They are making some roster moves, guys. Oh, we got to get that background out of here. I was wondering why that looked weird earlier. That's not what's supposed to be back there anymore. Yeah, I'm like letting the cat out the bag.
They said I look like I play hockey. Hey, hockey season, didn't it just start? I like the Ty McGill signing though. I did get a chance to watch some things about him. That's the kid that was going hamburger and cheese on us in the preseason game.
Check it out here. This is what Wayne Breezy had to post about it. Can you guys see this whole thing?
49ers did go to the you went to Instagram.
I'm promoting my dude. Like, yes.
No, that's what's up. I'm just saying I don't even know how to get to Instagram on the computer. That's just the phone app thing. You might have to control zoom, control scroll.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Because I don't think they can read it, but I don't think you care. There it is.
Is that better?
Oh yeah. All right, so the 49ers signed T.Y. McGill to the practice squad per Aaron Wilson today. They're also signing kicker Sam Sloman to the practice squad. And they released Marlon Mack, the running back.
So I have a question.
Absolutely.
Why do we make moves the way that we do? We know we're gonna need this kicker on the 53. Why? What do we put him on the practice squad for?
To give Robbie Gould some time. Remember he had a knee bruise. He had a contusion in his non-kicking leg. So they're probably going to give
that non-kicking leg is just as important as his kicking leg.
I'm just saying it's his non-kicking leg. Whether it's just as important is not what I'm hinting at. But that ain't the damn leg he kicked with. But here's the thing: they're probably going to wait up until Sunday morning, because the 49ers don't release their stuff until 1 hour before the game. Mother suckers. We be trying to post. Yo, they are some slick schmitz, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, so we're it's probably one of those things. Then Robbie Gould to get pulled at 9-10, and Sloman will come in and he'll be cold as ice, and it is what it is.
So then we're gonna have more Mitch Wisnowski kicking extra points and field goals. How many points did we leave on the field in that game? We're not there yet, but just quickly, it was at least 4, 5.
Wait, field goals?
We missed the field goal, and we definitely missed it.
We had
a field goal blocked.
One got blocked. Yep, and then we missed one.
And then didn't we have an extra point missed or something? No. Mitch made his extra point. He did make it. He made the extra point. Wisnowski kicked the extra point for sure.
I think he 100%. Missed the extra point too, bro.
So wait, you telling me we left 7 points on the field?
No, he missed the field goal. Remember, we got to the goal line and he missed an extra point because right. So he missed the extra point and a field goal, and we got one blocked. So that's 7 points.
We left 7 points on the field, bro.
If I'm not mistaken, it could have been just one blocked field goal. I could be wrong.
No, we missed one. And one was blocked for sure. I'm trying to remember if we missed an extra point.
We did miss an extra point because remember we got the 2-point conversion. and then they got called back, so it was a penalty. So we had to go for the extra point because we were too far to go for the 2 point. That was missed too.
But I know he made one also.
He did?
Well, I promise you, Wisnowski made one.
No. They saying he only so maybe he didn't miss the extra point and he missed the field goal.
Oh, okay. Robbie's got blocked, and he definitely missed the field goal also.
Right. So maybe he didn't miss that extra point. I thought he did.
Okay.
I swore he missed the extra point. I could have swore that was the thing wide to the left.
Oh, they said Mitch was 1 of 2 for field goals.
Nah, Mitch only had 1 field goal.
Nah, they messing with us. Okay.
They just want to see us argue.
Why are we so silly? You know, we could look this kind of shit up, right? Like, we sitting here with the whole world at our fingertips.
You know what, Mike? You're absolutely right, bro.
We bickering, like, just so, like we new to this or something. Like, what's wrong with us?
I don't know. I feel like we got remade earlier on the 49ers. It was a little.
They took a little too much out of us.
Just a little bit, yo.
It was a good experience, though. I had a good time doing it. And of course, the kicker stats aren't on this page that I'm looking at.
I got you.
Every player stat right here, except for kickers. Kickers are people too. People, stop ignoring them. Damn it.
That's funny. All right,
it's not funny. This is terrible.
That's fun. That was funny to me. All right, so
bet you he don't have it.
Just go to the box score, and then it'll tell you what he did. So, yep, Gold was 1 for 2. Mitch Wisnowski didn't even attempt a field goal. He made the extra point. This can't be right. I could have sworn Mitch missed something.
I know Mitch missed something. He missed something.
I saw him miss it. It went all the way to the left.
Was it a flag?
No, the flag was before that.
Their kicker missed something in all right. So remember the play where Kittle fumbled.
That's right. Goal was 1 for 2. Remember, he made the first field goal. It was 49 yards. All right. And then the second field goal got blocked. Mitch didn't attempt a field goal.
Something came off.
He missed. He attempted 2 extra points, missed 1 and made 1. There we go. I knew we'd figure it out.
All right, there you go.
Christmas.
Okay. I knew something came off of his foot that didn't go through the.
And the one he missed was the one after the failed 2-point conversion. The 2-point conversion was caught by Brandon Ayuk. That was after the Deebo Samuel touchdown. Remember, Brandon Ayuk got the 2, but I think Jake Brindle somebody got a penalty, and they had to call it back. They pushed it too far back. What's the name? Missed that extra point.
This is exactly what I was thinking when I put it in there.
I'm mad you went back. This was at the very beginning, and you made sure you went back to read that.
It just happened 2 seconds ago. Unless you typed it twice. I didn't see the eggplant at the end of it. I wouldn't have put it up there, but yeah.
Right.
Doom. That's how it started. Like, oh man, don't get me started on that. That's my joint though, man. All right, cool. So that happened. The 49ers also made a couple of other roster moves here. Let me see if I can pull that up for us. Let's get the official tissue. Oh wait, I can go to the transaction list today, right?
Mm-hmm. I like this fun fact by J Tam though. Do you know that we play 90% cover 1, bro?
Single high.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's because I'm curious to see how that's going to be this week. That's because of personnel. Sorry, you get it?
No, because I don't understand. They don't show shit for the 49ers. The first transaction they have on here for the 49ers signing somebody is 10-8.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What are you looking for?
I want to see what official move the Niners made today.
Those we just talked about them, Mike.
Marlon Mack was released.
We just mentioned him, bro.
We
Mike,
talked about Marlon Mack. We didn't.
We didn't talk about it, but I said that he was also released after I read my thing.
But we didn't talk about it.
No, we didn't talk about it.
I do have a question about that. I was waiting for that. All right. So Marlon Mack is someone who gets released, right? Was he on the 53 or was he on the practice squad?
He was on the 53.
So this goes back to my point. Why sign a kicker to the practice squad if you got a roster spot open for a kicker that you know you're going to need? They said, Mike, put the drink. I'm drinking and trying to.
They don't know if they need him as of yet. He's there as an insurance piece. If Gold can't play, then you're going to drop a player off of the thing or make a player inactive or whatever or whatnot, and then bump up this kid off the practice squad. Guys are getting elevated, Mike, every single week. Elevated, promoted. I'm confused at this point. Like
Matt Mayoko made a good point earlier. You can take a player from the practice squad and activate them for the game and then put them back again.
Back on, right.
He said you can do that 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. He said you could do that 3 times. So I'm wondering if that's why they just sign people to the practice squad. Less money, and then you can activate them on game day.
Correct. And that would be, in this case, that would be in your Sam, what's his name? Sam Slowman? Is that the kicker's name?
Yeah.
He's a terrible kicker, Mike. I mean, there were other terrible kickers you could have went and got.
This is what I want to happen. I want the offense to be so good that the kicker doesn't matter. That's what I want. It does
matter because if the offense scores 6, the kicker's got to be able to get the 1.
Not if we score 6 5 times and the other team only scores 6 twice.
Well, if the other team scores 6 4 times, we need them extra points.
No, we still win. It's 30-20.
I know we still win. It's just better if we get those extra points, bro.
I'm sorry.
Need points. Kickers should be able to kick extra points. It's right there. It's like tossing it's like shooting a free throw.
What's your free throw percentage? Don't lie either.
That shit 1%, bro. Like when I
say it's like shooting a free throw and then say your percentage only at 1.
Because I'm not doing kicking and shooting free throws. I'm just keeping it a buck. No, I hate shooting free throws, bro. Like that's a gift. That's
nah, it's not a gift. You know what it is? All right. Damn,
muscle memory.
We about to get off track. No, it's not even muscle memory. It's pride. People like when I go through the free throw line, I'm an 85% shooter. You want to know why? I use the backboard every time.
Hit
it in the white square and it's going in, right? But when you at the courts, they laugh at you for that. And so then you psych yourself up and be like, all right, I'm all net this joint.
Not me. I'll be like, let me make sure my form, I got the hand on the hand and follow through. It just don't. See, I know that technique, but that ain't how it comes off the hand, bro. That junk be a little skewed to the right. I'm like, damn, skewed to the left. I'll be like, I don't get it. So I shoot it underhand.
You ever play no, you don't. No, you don't. I'm not going to. No, you don't. No, you don't. Bro, you know what an oak is?
An oak tree?
The game.
Oh,
oak,
no.
The basketball game? Oak?
No, I don't know.
You weren't a basketball player?
I know what around the world is.
Nah, see, and that's exactly what I'm about to say. So, all right, so it's every man for himself, right? Get the rebound, you can put it back up, you get 2 points, and you go to the free throw line, right? So you get the 2 points, you on the line, and you get 3 shots. If you make all 3, if you miss one, then the game goes back on, right? So every shot is up to 5 points, and you played at like 31 or something like that, right? 32. I forget what. It's been a long time, but every time I would get to the line,
without a dope beat, the step two, the step 2. My bad. You ain't feeling that one. All right, go ahead.
Every time I would get to the line, and I'm shooting off the backboard, people start. You ain't called bank. You ain't called. That's not a real rule. I don't care what people say. You ain't called bank. You ain't called bank. I'm not gonna call bank. Watch and see if this thing comes through the bottom of the net or not. That's all y'all. That's all y'all need to know, man. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. No, I did not call bank. Never called bank. He said it's called 33. What's the oak? No, nah, y'all not gonna do this to me. What's the oak?
Only game of numbers that I've ever played with basketball is called 21. Never heard of 33.
Well, you played a 21. It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's the same
it's just
thing.
More points, I guess.
Yeah, because we real shooters out here, you know. He said horse. All right, we're not doing this no more. Okay.
You started
listen. Is that all? Is that all the 49ers roster moves today, man?
Those are all the 49ers roster moves right now.
As of right now. All right, cool. Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this game. Let's do the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, the ugly we touched on already. Some of these injuries. We'll get to a little bit more detail.
I think that was the ugly. I think we can sign off on it.
No, there was more ugly. We can finish the ugly.
Let's finish the ugly then. What else was ugly?
The special teams was trash. Special teams was trash.
I didn't understand it. It's weird though, because it's like
I don't get it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like I watched it to try to figure it out. I don't even understand like what they were doing wrong. Even if they explained it to me, I don't understand how they didn't execute it right. I guess that's what it is.
There was so much bad with special teams. Like you can pick a phase kickoff coverage, right?
Yeah.
They let people run down all over the field. That's how we lose Robbie Gould. You got your kicker trying to tackle people, not slow him down like he's supposed to. Homeboy truck Robbie, right? So the tackling on the back end.
If he didn't do that, Mike, those were touchdowns, bro. So
I understand why.
He ain't supposed to do one thing, but shout out to Robbie Gould for
holding us down. Yeah. For holding us down. So being a sacrificial lamb. But like, bro, like now we're gonna have 6 points. We're going for 2 every time next week.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Mike Tomlin did it the first year. It was a rule.
I'm down for it. Yeah, why not work on your red zone offense? Get them joints out there. Bang, bang, bang. Put up 2 points. You ain't got no kicker.
Yep.
I would love that. That would hit Atlanta with a ooh-wee. They'd be like, oh, snap. We're not ready for this.
And look, more of the ugly. Look, this is an injury we didn't even mention. That's how short, it was like, boom. If you blink, you miss Jimmy Ward's presence on the entire field. How terrible is that, bro?
I asked this question and everybody felt like I didn't know what the hell. I don't know anything about football for asking this question. And I think sometimes when I ask questions, I definitely don't put the context of why I'm asking the question. But some people are too fucking analytical, man. Like I'm literally asking a literal question, like, why is he even out there? He's injured because he's out there on special teams. Now, do I know he's not the starter at that position? Yep. So he has to play somewhere if he's going to be on this active roster. And the only place you can kind of like play him is on special teams. Or you just could have left him start him at the big nickel all game and put one of them other young boys out there on special teams. Right. But then people started saying, oh, Jimmy Ward played special teams before. And I'm like, when he was 20, dude is 30. Like he's
the question we're responding to right now for the people listening to this as a podcast and audio adventure from Miss Debbie Ryan. Why was Jimmy Ward on special teams? And she got 2 question marks because she want to know. Somebody better tell her. Yeah, I don't have an answer.
The answer is what I just said. That's why he was out there on special teams, because he was a body. He needed to be utilized being on this active roster, and that was a place that they were going to utilize him. And he's a veteran. Like, why he got to play special teams? Or then, Nick Bosa plays special. Nick Bosa's young. Like at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. But Bosa I will say this.
Wait. Bosa still plays special teams?
That's what somebody responded on my Twitter, bro. I just listen to some of the stuff. I'm learning how to either ignore the responses or read them and just not respond back. You about to look, aren't you? Honestly, Miss Debbie, I have no answer for this. I just didn't feel like he should have been there on special teams. And not saying he wouldn't have broke his hand, but when Kyle Shanahan, the only reason why I asked this question, like Miss Debbie, is because Kyle said that's where he got hurt. That was where he got hurt. And that's why I'm like, well, dang, Kyle, why you even have him on special teams anyway? You know what I mean? Especially coming off the injury, and he's got to go down there and be a gunner. And then on the very first play, when he came in there as the big nickel, you had this little mother sucker in the backfield. Like, well, he got in the backfield, but then he got banged around.
He does that well, though. He get back there well. I ain't gonna hold you.
My point is, like, it could have made the injury worse because I don't think he knew his hand was broke. And I sit here and I look at that play.
That part is true.
all 22, he was ready to go back for the next play. Like, he didn't even grimace. He didn't do anything. I asked Tony that today. It's like, Tony, you ever broke something? He was like, ha. And I was like, does it hurt? He's like, hell yeah. Well, Jimmy Ward doesn't appear to look hurt. Not saying he's not hurt. I'm just saying, even in the game, he didn't even look like he was hurt, bro.
Well, that's why I'm confident he actually might play on Sunday.
Okay.
If we're going to be completely honest with ourselves here, right? After he broke it, he went back out and still played, right? So the good thing is he might actually be able to just Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman joint, put the club on there and go out there and play. We're not looking for him for picks. That's not part of his game.
Yeah, but how even so he had surgery on today. And
wrap it up. That's plenty of time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's plenty of time. You go out there, you have surgery on it, and it's just to make sure you don't make it any worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We literally saw Patrick Willis and Bowman with the clubs on their hands at the same time.
Dude, listen, I'm not. They're also linebackers, and if you're gonna use them in the big nickel anyway, so you might as well. It's not like he's gonna replace Tashawn Gibson or Hufanga, but they are interchangeable. But you don't have to utilize them like that. You could have him out there. That would be a huge help too, because that gives Lenore some rest. That gives like these younger players, just a chance to. It's a good look. It's a good look.
Yeah, I think he'll be back. I honestly do. I could be wrong, but we'll see how it plays out. So that happened with Jimmy Ward. That was one thing that I was just a little, what the fluff. But special teams, we lose Jimmy Ward on special teams. Well, due to special teams, we lose our kicker due to special teams. The tackling, the coverage units were terrible, bro. Their first punt of the game, it was a booming punt, right? Ray is backing up. He gets to the 15. I'm sorry. Let me start this again. They go 3 and out. Boom. He boots his joint. It crosses the 50. Now Ray standing at like the 30, 25, 30. All right. It crosses the 40. He starts backing up. He's at the 20. He's still backing up. He's at the 15. I'm like, bro, the trajectory on this ball and how far back you're going, you better not catch this fucking ball. And guess what he did?
Caught the ball.
He caught the ball inside the 10, Wayne. Why? There was nobody near him. Just let it go. Let that joint go in the back of the end zone and get the ball. Like, the decision-making on special teams was bad. Our field goal blocking line, we allowed them to block the punt. I mean, the field goal. Like, it was just bad. I'm not going to fault Mitch Wisnowski for missing anything. That's not his thing. As soon as we drafted him, I tweeted him, hey, can you do both? He said, no, I wish I could, but I don't. I respect that. That's fine. That's not his role. I get that. That we've seen wide receivers kick extra points before in the NFL and field goals. Come on. Who am I talking about? Chad Johnson, baby. Chad Johnson. You don't remember Chad Johnson?
Cinco, that's right.
Yeah, man.
I was thinking of a 49er. My bad. Being that this is a 49er show, that's what made me. I was really thinking too.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I have. I'll be honest with you. I don't know for 40. I'm trying to think.
That's got me thinking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have been more clear, like, in the NFL. But yeah, bro. That was bad. So I know the injuries, like, that's a part of football. The special teams, they're expected to perform. Injuries are the fluke part of it. I have a worse grade for special teams. Like, that's more ugly, in my opinion, than the injuries.
Yeah. They had a bad game. They had a bad game, bro.
And it's weird because they weren't the worst of the 3 units, special teams, offense, and defense. The offense had been the worst all year long.
But it's going to shift, Mike. At some point, it's all going to come together and it's all going to work. This particular game, the special teams was bad, and we won, but we lost a player or two due to special teams. So the Jimmy Ward, we can't say it was the special teams' fault. I mean, he's going down there doing what he do. He's playing football, so that's a football injury.
And Jimmy hit too.
Robbie Gould is the special teams' fault. I'm sorry. Your kicker, any other kicker in the NFL is not making that business decision. They weren't.
Well, when Mitch Wisnowski did it, the team yelled at him. So why? You remember that his first year here?
He was
It
big.
was preseason.
Mitch was
It was
bigger
preseason.
than everybody else. Yeah.
And he ran down. I mean, bow! He blasted my man, right? And while the fans cheered and heckled and everything, the coaching staff was like, "Hey, we drafted you. Don't do that shit again, bro. Like, what are you doing? Don't do that anymore." What would make Robbie's old frail ass think he can go out? Robbie, just slow him down a little bit. Just get in front of him and do the YMCA, bro. Like, don't go out there.
Bro, there was nobody near that sucker, yo. Like, if Robbie didn't hit him, trip him, clip, I would have took a clip. I would have did a sweep from Mortal Kombat, like whoof, roundhouse kick, sweep. You know what I'm saying?
I sincerely thought about deleting that episode, man.
Don't ever delete that episode, bro.
I tried to do an overreaction show, and my cousin is throwing up. I was like, he didn't even tell me. He didn't even tell me. We just sitting in the car. He opened the door, and I hear wet spaghetti landed on the floor. I'm like, I know you are not throwing up right now. Are you throwing up? He was like, yep. I was like, oh my God.
I can't take
it was
that
terrible. It was terrible. Huh?
I wouldn't have been able to take the smell.
Oh no, there was no, it wasn't in my car.
Oh, even if I would have smelled it outside, he would have had to get out.
Yeah, nah, oh man. It was all bad. That was all bad. He's right. That was probably the ugliest part. All right. So you want to go with the good or the bad?
I felt like that was the ugly. Let's just work our way up to the good. Let's go to the bad.
I'm gonna say some of the plays by the leaders. Like the fumble by George Kittle. Debo had some drops. Huh?
I only got him one drop. I don't get these some drops.
I think he had
maybe two drops. Two drops. I would say
that was my cousin, guys. That was my cousin, not my brother.
The one drop he had was the wide open joint. The other drop was because he didn't run through the end zone and to get that pass. Those would have been my two drops. Other than that, there was
Ayuk had a drop also. It was a weird throw on the sideline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a weird throw on the sideline, but he had his hands on it. I counted that one as a drop.
No, that was a drop. I was going back and forth with Rich Madrid about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. To me, it seemed like Ayuk was running one route, and because the ball was rushed because of the blitz, it was thrown to the outside, and he was going inside. And when he realized it was going outside, it was late. So it was a bad reaction on Ayuk's part. If Ayuk was a playmaker, he would have made a play on that. And I'm not saying he's not a playmaker. I'm just saying playmakers make that catch. Damn, did I just say that?
Hey, you shots fired, y'all. Do I have a gun? I don't have a. Dang, I wish I had a little sound effect for that. That was shots fired right there, though.
I'm just saying playmakers make the catch, bro, and they adjust. But like I said, it just seemed like his brain and his body was going one way, and when he realized it was the other way, and that tight man coverage, he just couldn't adjust, and then it was a drop. But back to Debo's, because a lot of people saying he had a lot of drops. Nah, he had a bunch of bad passes.
Wait. I can't let you do that. I'm not gonna let you contradict yourself just that fast.
Right.
You said the Ayuk pass that it was definitely a drop. It came out early and maybe to the wrong side he was expecting on or whatever.
Right.
That was everything you're saying constitutes as a bad pass. I'm not gonna let you sit here and say, well, Debo had some bad passes, that's why he didn't catch him.
Mike, their passes was to the left. He's running this way and the passes are behind him. How is that a good pass?
Did he get his hands on the ball or not?
No, like he was running this way and he's trying to stretch the hand out to catch the ball. If
he didn't get his hands on the ball, then it's not a drop.
So all right. So if he gets his hand on the ball, then it's a drop. Even if the pass is bad.
I never said hand. I always say hands. I'm not one of those people. I've heard people say, "Oh, it touched his fingers. It should have been." I've never been that guy.
All right.
I have never been that guy. So I won't say what they saying. I'm gonna speak for myself. If you get your hands on the ball, it's a drop.
I just don't know how you could get your hands on the ball if you're running one way and the ball's thrown behind you. Happened to Kittle, happened to Debo multiple times.
Kittle caught it. That first third down play where Jimmy threw that shit.
There was one he didn't catch, Mike. He didn't catch all his passes. He get all his targets.
He sure didn't. He had some drops. The drops were bad in this game. The drops in general. I didn't mean to highlight Debo, just so you know. I know I started with Debo, but
I don't mind if you highlight these guys. I just went back and watched it, and I'm like, this is not a drop. This was a bad pass.
Play.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it looked like when you first watch it, you're like, damn, Debo, you got to catch that. There was only two balls I felt like he had to catch. That was the one right there that was in front of him. Ran a dope route. Fuck you, Mike.
I didn't say it. I didn't pause you or nothing. But go ahead and tell me about the two balls he had to catch that was right there in front of him.
So you have to repeat it, right?
I was catching you up to what you were saying.
The two passes he should have caught were that one that was thrown right to him and then the one in the end zone. But he made up for the one in the end zone because then he caught a high pass from Jimmy Garoppolo for a touchdown.
One hand that joint. He it's so funny when Debo's done that more than once, right? His hand goes up and the tip of the ball like bullets him in the middle of his joint.
I know that hurt.
And then he got to like bring it in. But every time I see him do that, man, like it's like it looks like so like it makes his hand look massive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his hand looks huge every time he does it. Every single time he does it.
Yeah.
So even that one
to make our point, Mike, these players got to catch these passes. Like, and Jimmy, I felt like he played well, and I know we're not there, but I felt like he played well. But there were some throws. My whole part of this bad was that there were a lot of missed opportunities again. And like at some point, it's like, damn, can we have less missed opportunities? But then if you have less missed opportunities, you're gonna have more something else. So I felt like the penalties were relatively low and the missed opportunities were relatively high, but we still were able to score. We still were able to do this. We were able to do that. I'd rather if the game's gonna be like that, where it's low penalty based and high production, I'm all about that life. But damn, some of those penalties. There was a touchdown Jimmy Garoppolo scored and ran and got called back because Brendo was down the field before him, or something like that. It was weird. I'm just like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, and the good thing though is I will say we were able to overcome that stuff. You know, normally that's the kind of stuff that defeats us. Normally that's when we end up settling for 3. You know what I mean? Or having to punt the ball and stuff like that. That Hail Mary third down that he threw. Well, we'll get to some of the good stuff. But that was a bad throw. I don't care what nobody say. That was a bad throw. But Tevin Coleman did his damn thing with that. That was early in the game too.
It wasn't. I didn't think it was a bad throw, but I thought it was a better catch. Remember that throw to Debo his rookie year in Baltimore? Jimmy just threw the ball in the air.
4th and 2 down the right sideline.
Yes, sir. And Debo went up and got it. It was one of those throws. Bad. You could say I'm not saying that it's not bad. I'm just saying like
if we saw that consistently, let's stay here for a second. We might be onto something. Check this out. If we saw that consistently, right? Contested passes being thrown down the field where you give your receivers and pass catchers an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Don't gotta complete them all, right? As evidenced by today's game or Sunday's game. You don't have to complete them all, but give those guys some chances because to me, the knock on Jimmy has been if it's not wide open or to a linebacker, he won't throw it. He don't like the contest or it's directly in front of him and it's in triple coverage. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, I do.
How many times have we going back and watch film and say this guy's got a one-on-one, this guy's got a one-on-one, and he won't give him a chance. He won't take a shot.
I'm to be blunt, I never even thought Jimmy I never thought he saw it. So the fact that he saw the mismatch with his running back, and remember he wasn't even supposed to do that. Like he was only supposed to do that if he was on a linebacker.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
But you got to attest to Tico's strength, his ability. He was fresh. And I think, listen, man, that is how if you want to know how we're going to win, it's because we're going to keep these running backs fresh. Mike, I know we got into an argument on the Patreon in our debate, but I think getting Elijah Mitchell back is going to be so official. That's what I should have said on the other show.
I never disagreed with that point.
No. I'm just
okay.
saying he's gonna be super official, and I think you do start him. I think you bring him back, you bring him in there, you let him go out there just to be a little different look for the defense, and then you hit him back with the Jeff Wilson. Then you mix in the Tico. Like, it's gonna be really cool to keep the stable of running backs fresh. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts his first game, give Jeff Wilson Jr. a rest, spell him with a different running back. TDP comes back. Now you give him a rest. Elijah Mitchell a rest. Go back to Jeff Wilson Jr. Next game, Tico Rawls starts. Why not? We got options to buy now at the running back position. Because we talk about getting Elijah Mitchell and TDP back. I almost forgot TDP was even on the squad.
That's kind of funny to me. I'm sorry. The fact that you forgot that he was like.
I just forgot. He's gonna be out for a couple more weeks and he'll be back. This is crazy, bro.
This was a different game for Jimmy. And the running backs, if they keep doing what they're doing, I want to see this version of Jimmy right here. If Jimmy put up these same numbers and had that interception that was dropped, and it was actually interception, I wouldn't be mad. It was a terrible pass, right? But what I'm saying,
that the pass was bad. It was wasn't that the throw was bad. It's just the fact that he threw it into double coverage, almost triple coverage. Like, I don't know what he was seeing.
My man was just waiting for it. He was waiting on that ball to come.
Did JC Horn drop that?
I don't. It was
because Horn was covering Debo, and then there was a safety.
No, it was someone behind him.
Yeah, it was bad.
No, and I was like, no. Christian McCaffrey. People have no idea what Christian McCaffrey's contract is. The Panthers can't trade him.
Really?
I'm not trying to be rude, not trying to be funny at all.
I forgot about Jordan Mason too. I forgot about Jordan Mason. I'm stuck on the running backs. I was a running back, so I'm excited to watch these running backs blossom. I think it's really cool.
Why Sean just say that he was cut?
Sean is playing. You know how he is.
Y'all can't play with me when I'm like believing my people. I'm here to have an honest conversation with y'all. Y'all just lying to me.
Yeah. Nah. But listen, you're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. It's just like I said, he has some good throws, he has some bad throws, but that's not that. But that's to me, that's who Jimmy Garoppolo is. I just like the fact that Jimmy looked confident. I no one's talking about that, and I think that's
exactly what I was talking about. I'll take this kind of game from Jimmy, even with the interception.
It's the confidence is back. Remember 2 years ago, we were like, oh, Jimmy he threw one interception. Now he about to turn it up. He about to light up. 2 interceptions. Oh, he really angry now. He about to go crazy. Like, I feel like the confidence is coming back to Jimmy Garoppolo, and I'm starting to see that. And I'm sorry if you can't see it or other people can't see it. I'm just starting to feel that Jimmy's getting comfortable. He's getting confident, and he's getting into a rhythm. Notice how on that whole first series, it was pass, run, pass, touchdown. Like 7 plays, majority passes. Most of them went to Kittle. So,
yeah.
You're seeing Kyle Shanahan let Jimmy get into a rhythm early. He's letting him throw the ball early. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to take the top off the D this week.
God damn it.
Pause.
J10, this is my biggest takeaway from this whole game right here. 49ers made mistakes, yet dominated the game. And you know what is cool about those mistakes? This is the kind of shit that's going to wake Kyle Shanahan up. Kyle Shanahan wants his quarterbacks to be so perfect. Make the right read, right? When Tevin Coleman goes to the podium and says, Jimmy wasn't even supposed to throw that ball to me. He was only supposed to throw to me if it was a lineman or a linebacker in coverage on me, not a DB. Right? He said that. Then Jimmy goes to the podium and he was like, yeah, I saw him, just had to give him an opportunity, like he kind of tried to play it off. You could tell that he was like, oh man, I can't really say too much positive. I wasn't supposed to do it. Like he knew, let me not slip up here at the podium, but he's a guy, he's gone out there and he's proved it. So, I had to give him his chance, right? Well played, Jimmy. Kudos to you. But we already got the truth. You weren't supposed to do that. Then Kyle comes out and says it was a phenomenal play. Mm-hmm. He didn't say it was a phenomenal catch, which he did give him props for the catch later. But Kyle was even like, wow, he caught that? Like that happened? Kyle was saying that's a that's a corner. You're not supposed to throw that. He didn't even know what the results were at the time. He was just like, oh, wait, what? And I think that's going to let him see, hey, things don't have to be perfect for us to actually play a good game here.
Yeah, like I'm a big advocate in saying that Kyle just need to let these kids play football. Sometimes they can probably show him a thing or two, and I think that was just a football play. That was one of those backyard, yo man, just go run that deep pass route. I'm gonna just throw the ball in the air. You just gotta come down with it. Type of play.
As soon as we came out of halftime, what was the throw?
Oh,
as soon as we came out of halftime, the deep shot to Danny Gray, bro. Just give me that. I don't care if it's incomplete. Let me see it. Let me see Jimmy get loose.
Yeah, because the defenses won't be ready for it. And that was perfect too to throw it up because the defenses were so trying to stop these short passes and these intermediate routes and to try to go down the field. Unfortunately, Jimmy threw that into double coverage too, so that was a little awkward. And luckily, it was overthrown.
Yeah.
And you know, or whatnot. But listen, I saw Danny Gray in about 3 plays. I think I don't know what he is on the docket as far as his snaps, but there's another play that, oh my gosh, you know the Deebo Samuel touchdown play? They ran that shit for Danny Gray, bro. Mike, they ran that play for Mike. They ran the Deebo Samuel 51-yard touchdown play we did last week for Danny Gray, but the pass got batted down, bro, at the line of scrimmage. There was nobody in front of Kyle Shanahan. I know he's not a genius. I got y'all. Y'all tired of hearing it. He ran that play for Danny Gray, bro. Like, I just want to know what Danny would have did with space.
Right. We died.
Yo, if the pass didn't get batted down.
and like that's, but I was so excited watching this game because, one, as a person who watches the Niners as much as I do, I felt like this game plan was just very aggressive. I'm saying aggressive for lack of better terms because I don't know what to call it. We make downfield passes, not deep like that, not that deep like the Danny Gray pass, but we make downfield passes. But Jimmy throwing to the sidelines consistently throughout the game.
One of those sideline passes was to Jawan Jennings. It was a dart.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
People like, look, people can stay in they dumb shells and not support Jimmy if they want to, but I'm not gonna be that guy when he's out there like playing the way that we feel like he should be
back in the team. Why wouldn't we be supporting him? We might not want to see him. We might want to see Trey, but
I still want to see Trey. Don't get twisted, but
no. But if Jimmy wasn't here right now, you still wouldn't see Trey. So support who's here.
Right.
Support the guy in the center that's out there. You want to see your team win. Like, what's up?
I hear you.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, like, so that's the what are we still on the bad? Oh, so the bad part. The bad part about all of this is how many mishaps we had in the passing game.
Yeah.
The incompletions, the drops, right?
Missed opportunities.
Yes, the missed opportunities.
We're in the same match.
More of the bad, the offensive line. Now, hear me out. For the most part, they were actually pretty good.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of penalties on what felt like a lot. What, three offensive line penalties? Maybe 4?
Yeah, I think it was 3 or 4. I didn't count the penalties.
We had a 2-point conversion come back because of offensive linemen. Yeah. We had a touchdown come back because of offensive linemen.
It's when those penalties happen too.
Offensive linemen cannot account for 9 points, or I'm sorry, 8 points because it was a 2-point conversion and then 6. They can't. Y'all are the ones that know. Y'all can't be those guys. You can't be those guys. It was bad. Now, the reason it's bad and not ugly is because they actually held up pretty well in pass protection. They did a good job in some run blocking and things like that. But I got that as some of my bad play. It's the penalties. It was the penalties in this game for me. Mike McGlinchey had one too, if I'm not mistaken. No,
they called it on him, but that should have been called on Brindle. Brindle was terrible. I don't know. He wasn't good. I watched the film. Yo, there was like 5 1-yard runs, 1 yard because of him. Like, all he got to do, hike the ball, go to this way, take your guy, but he would miss the guy, Mike. And so once, Jeff hits the hole hard, pause. And so when he gets there, the hole is, there's a guy waiting for him. It's unfortunate. And I know it's football. Like, guys aren't going to block, but if this is a do your job type of thing, and if the offensive line's got to figure out a way to move in sync or whatever, all you got to do is just at least touch him with the knee, fingertip push, something. He's got to figure out how to block. I don't know. I just thought that he was the weakest link on the offensive line. But Aaron Banks worst grade.
Yeah, this was Aaron Banks' worst game of the year. This was his worst game of the year.
I didn't see it.
That's a good thing. That's exactly what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I watched him out there, and I wasn't disappointed with what I saw. But then I hear people talk about his grades and stuff like that, and I say, if that's the worst you get from this kid, we're good, because the other 4 games count, and he had been the best offensive lineman on the field. So if this is gonna be our worst that we get from him, that's fine. Everyone's gonna have a worst game. I'm okay with that.
Could you guess who the highest graded offensive lineman was?
Yeah.
Who?
Burford.
Jalen Moore.
Oh,
he gave
Trent Williams overrated. Trent Williams overpaid. We don't need Trent Williams because PFF said Jalen Moore was the best lineman on the team that day.
You put that shit out there in the universe if you want to. He had a 76th grade or something like that. He was number 6.
That's not like a crazy grade.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's average. He gave up the sack. He gave up a couple of pressures, but he looked pretty darn good, especially in the run game. And I think that's what Kyle wants Forrester. Listen, we're going to plan to run this ball, man. Tell your guys to get out there into that second level, put the hat on somebody. I need to move. I need these guys to be moving, and they did it.
You think Kyle expected that kind of production from the running backs? Honestly,
yeah, I think Kyle knows that he has running backs with burst, big playability. I think that's and he always has. Mostert, what's the other dude? Breida. These guys can rush for 10 yards on 15 carries, and on the 16th carry get a 90-yard touchdown. Like that's Kyle Shanahan's running back offense, period, point blank, and it's been that way. Now he's incorporating the passing game in these running backs. Kyle Juszczyk's getting big runs. Kyle Juszczyk's getting big pass. Like Coleman was catching. Coleman outdid his 2019 season reception pass record already in one game. Kyle Shanahan be in his bag, bro. I'm telling you. You know what? I ain't utilized you like I should have in 2019. So go ahead and do it all in this game.
Yeah. Let's just see what you got right now.
Yeah, he was trying out for the 49ers, basically.
Let's get to the good though, man, because honestly, we're nitpicking with the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the offensive line, you were like, what? And I was like, all right, just a couple penalties, untimely penalties. You know what I mean? But like we're nitpicking. We're talking about drops. But the truth of the matter is, part of the good for me is that those drops that were committed, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, the Niners were getting those guys involved in the game. Finally. Like, well, I was so happy to see that in person. I was like, and you want to know what I was thinking? You ever watch a game in person and then go home and be like, wow, this is completely different than what I saw?
Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure when I went home to watch this game, it was going to be nothing like what I saw in the stadium. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a day where it was crazy passes to Kyle Juszczyk, a ton of checkdowns and nothing like that. This was a game where Ayuk got 5 or 6 targets, where Debo got 8 or 9 targets, where Kittle got 8 or 9 targets. Like, that's what it felt like watching the game. And I'm like, this is all I've been wanting. Let's live and die with it. Y'all drafted these guys. Y'all paid these guys for a reason, right? Let your playmakers be your freaking playmakers and see what happens. You paying these guys all these money and don't want to throw them contested balls. Let them jump for the ball. Let them go out there and win some 50-50s. Let's lose some, but if we lose them, I bet you they fight for it harder where it's not intercepted. And what happened on the 50-50 ball to Debo in the end zone? He didn't catch it, but he knocked it down out of my man's hand, so it wasn't an interception, right? Like, that's what these guys are getting paid for.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like this kind of game. I like this kind of game, man.
It was a lot more aggressive. I think you mentioned that a little bit earlier on the show. I think not only is Jimmy confident, I think Kyle Shanahan is starting to become a little bit more confident. And I'm hoping that'll allow Jimmy to be more free. And so he can go out there and play football, because I saw Jimmy scramble. I saw Jimmy like trying to make a play. Like he was trying to make plays. He was dancing in and out of the pocket. I'm like, okay, Jimmy got feet all of a sudden. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
He big Marine out there.
Tap dancing. Like, and so that's just really what I'm thinking, bro. But Kyle has to be, because Kyle has to let these guys continue to grow together, learn from one another, build their own rapport. Yeah, Kyle, you're dialing up some plays, and if they hit, my gosh, they're going to work for sure. No doubt. 100%. Don't discredit our coach. But if it doesn't hit, you can't be afraid to let them try it again. And I think that's what's been happening. I think Kyle's been holding back, like, what's really going on. Because, like, when you go back to that Denver game, I'm not calling play action in the end zone, bro. Like, not on that play. You know what I mean? That's Kyle Shanahan. That's not, it's Jimmy's fault for not being aware of where the line is and all that stuff. But man, let this dude do something different, man. That should have been his quarterback run right there, in my opinion.
Great play, just the wrong time.
Right.
Great play.
Right. Well, I said not in the end zone, right? So that great. That and the thing that made the play, I think the thing that made that play unsuccessful was the fact that Juice fell on the snap. He slipped and fell on the snap. I don't know.
And that caused Kittle to stumble.
Kittle to stumble.
That was supposed to be the leak play for Kittle. Kittle had room. You hear me? Like, it was one person there who was supposed to bite on the running back on the play action handoff, and he didn't. He just stood there like an idiot, which ended up working out, I guess, but whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was a really, really good play. I
brought that up, Mike, to say that you saw him progress against the Rams, a team that was like, they're the champs. They're going to be the champs until they're not. Until they lose, they're, this season, they're the champs from last season, right? So we beat them, and you beat them with Jimmy. And you did some things, and then they took that game and they built off of that game. So if the 49ers keep building these confident blocks, this is something good, especially on the offensive side. That's something that we needed to see.
Is it crazy to ask? Well, this I won't even ask. I'll tell you what I think. I never care what we do against the Rams, because we never seem to do it again. Is that weird?
But we did it again against the Panthers.
I know. That's why I was like surprised.
How did that make it better? We did it even.
How does it feel?
That's my point. Like, if it feels like we're on to something. That's I'm gonna leave it at that. Can they do it again? And if we do it 3 times in a row, I understand that there are teams that are inferior. I get it, but look, this is the NFL, and y'all don't be. If you can't be cliche and say that any given Sunday where anything can happen on Sunday, you can't say that and then like say, oh well, we're supposed to beat them because they're like, listen, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? But the 49ers are winning now because they're sticking to their game plan. They're executing their game plans, and then when shit hits south, they're adapting. They're changing things up. Like Demico Ryans, in my opinion, has been phenomenal at adjusting to plays. He's letting these guys drive down the field. Go back and watch the game. He's letting these offenses get all the way to the red zone, and then they put a plug in it. All right, now we got film on everything they're going to try to set up for the remainder of this game, and I got counters for everyone. Mike, tell me I'm fucking wrong, Mike.
You are crazy. He is not letting them do that. I like the way you set that up, because I almost believe it.
Kyle Shanahan do the same thing on the offense. He teeter-totters. He teeter-totters.
It's all for watching.
Never mind, man. Never mind.
I'm playing. Tell me what Kyle do with the titties.
But now think about it, though. Kyle will play around, right? He got his scripted plays. He's going to see. Usually his scripted plays go in for a touchdown. And then after them 15 plays, it comes down to who could be creative, who can execute off script. Do we have those type of players? And Mike answered that question. We have those type of players. We
do.
Every playmaker on this team is that type of player. Jimmy, Just got to get the opportunity to get them the ball.
And I love seeing it. That's the answer. I love seeing it. I hate the safe football.
Right.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh man, we had a setback on first down, so it's 1st and 20. Well, here come 2 runs up the middle, 1 pass play on 3rd and 12.
No,
and we'll see what happens.
Try to get half of that back on the next play.
Right.
That's what you should do. Stay aggressive. Get half or more back on 1st and 20. Now you're looking at 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 8, maybe 2nd and 1.
Right.
How many times we watched LaShawn McCoy take a 2nd and 55 for a 1st down?
Was it Ray Rice that had that long ass 3rd down run?
Remember that? It was like 3rd and 90.
That was the craziest play. But like, it's just little stuff like, like I just like to see the aggression. I really did. And like I said, all of it wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying? There was drop passes, there was incomplete passes, there was almost
bad runs. Right? They were bad runs.
If you were giving guys opportunities down the field like that, I'm okay if you throw a little interception, Jim. Like, I'm not going to kill you for something like that.
Because they're being aggressive.
Right.
But the most important part about that throw, Mike, was the fact that he located that single man coverage and he man to man, and he said, I'm going to give my receiver the chance.
Yes. That's all I want.
That was the best part.
That's all I want. There's a reason those guys are on defense and you are on offense.
Even on the Brandon Ayuk play, man to man, I'm going to you. Now, that play was tough because it was a 0 blitz, bro. They was in Jimmy's face like in 0.1 seconds. Jimmy needs at least 2.5.
Bro, Jimmy had a couple of throws where it was somebody right there on him. Like,
he held it to that last second. Yeah.
Get rid of it.
But that was the Jimmy from 2019. Maybe 2017.
That was the 17 Jimmy. That was the 17 Jimmy that thought the offensive line could protect for him. It was like, oh shit, let me throw the ball. He learned quick after that. Everyone talking about it was the injury. No, he realized that offensive line.
Everybody's sitting here ranking because I got on a beanie at 11 o'clock at night. I told these motherfuckers if y'all that came on the show when we started on time instead of being late, y'all know it's cold. It's cold.
So put your beanie back on.
Nah, because my head got warm, so now I need to put on a hat.
You done took the shades off. You done took the beanie off, man. I'm not taking my hoodie off. I don't care how I feel.
Nah, but I mean, look, I feel a little bit more warm. These lights. I was wearing the shades because of the light. The lights bother my eyes.
You talked about that's you tired. We gotta get you off of here. You talked about the good, and you talked about Demico Ryans. Listen, bro, he is the man. But let me tell you the best thing he did all game long. That celebration.
Oh my gosh,
bro.
That was the greatest celebration I've never like. Was his better than Salah's celebration?
Oh man, I'm trying to like Salah celebrate, but see, Salah celebrated often. I've never seen Demico do that before. Yeah, so it meant more to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He was super reserved.
Like, yes, it was so interesting to me. Like, it meant so much more to me because he is a very, very laid back guy. Like, Salah's passionate. His guys get a sack. Yeah. He's out there like, a younger version of Pete Carroll, just out there just slapping hands. Like, let's go. Demico just be cool. He cool as a cucumber. Just out there. Good job, man. Every once in a while you see him pat his little book. Good job. Little clap. My man was out there doing that. He got the monkeys. He's got that dance from Aladdin. Remember when they had the hands going down?
Oh, yeah.
He was out there doing that. I never seen a human do that shit in person before in my life. I've never seen, if it wasn't Broadway, I've never seen nobody do that before. My man was out there really enjoying it. It made my heart smile.
It felt like he was a player on the field celebrating with his players. Like, that's kind of what I got from it. And that's what makes Demico special, right? Because he's still young and he looked like he can play. I think the fact that everybody bought in to his philosophy, that whole swarm, Mike, the swarm is real, bro. Like, all 11 players, it's ridiculous that they're all on the ball. I mean, that's a Pop Warner thing, everybody to get to the ball. You know what I'm saying? But man, It's super fast. Sometimes I think we're over aggressive, like Hufanga. Sometimes I think he overplays certain things, because he's just that aggressive. Dre Greenlaw, that aggressive. He might be overly aggressive. Next thing you know, is a 15-yard penalty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now we haven't seen it since game 1. Whoever talked to him kind of got to him. Hey, man, just chillax.
I mean, Greenlaw had 2 penalties this game also.
Did he?
Yep. I don't remember what they were. Don't ask me. I don't remember what they were.
Incidental, like, I'm trying to think because there weren't that many penalties on the defense.
We had a total of 9 penalties. I think 4 were on the defense, right?
And then 5 was on the offense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what his penalties were.
I swear Greenlaw had 2. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna watch the game again.
I don't remember him getting a penalty.
No. Nah, that's not true. Hold on. Greenlaw, there was something after a play.
Nah, not in this game. I'm not saying he didn't get a penalty, but that wasn't it. Dre Greenlaw played a clean ass game.
I forgot to show this graphic when we were talking about the defense. You can go ahead and talk. I'm gonna put it up anyway.
I thought Dre Greenlaw had a clean game. I wish they tell us who the penalties were. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who were they?
They say it. Defensive foul, holding, number 57. Like they say it. What you talking about?
Oh, let me go to the recap then of the game. Here it is.
Your screen.
Full play-by-play.
Y'all got to see this though.
All right.
Check this out.
See, he's not telling.
Some stats for your ass.
I like the third down stats, bro. 7 for 12. Whew.
Bro. This tweet right here from NFL on CBS. This right here, man. This defense, bro. Points allowed. We're tied for first. With who? The Bills. With the Bills. And that thing is, by the way, I think it's more impressive for the Bills to do it because they score more points, which gives the other team more opportunities to score.
Correct.
So I will tip my hat to the Bills in that perspective, right? But yards per game, first. Yards per play, first. Timeout. Little pet peeve of mine. Don't these things mean the same thing?
No.
If you have the least amount of yards per game, doesn't that likely mean you have the least amount of yards per play?
Yeah, I mean, but sometimes it don't mathematically add up like that. I think at the very beginning of the season it didn't, but now as you're getting more games, it's starting to like balance out to where what you're saying is correct. Because I noticed at the beginning of the season when I was checking this, I'm like, yo, how we do this, but then we give up this, and it didn't make sense how certain.
You know what? You're right. No, because that first game where we gave up 100 yards of penalty yards, right? We still gave up 17 yards of play.
17 yards, right.
So I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. So I asked a stupid question. But rushing yards per game, first. Passing touchdowns, first. Sacks, first downs per game. Like this defense is legit.
Too quick.
It is legit. Like
too legit.
Christian McCaffrey was out there struggling. Oh, you remember the dance?
I don't remember the dance, but I remember that. Hey.
Oh, they were killing that joint, man.
Too legit.
That was my
shit. It was weird because he came out with Too Legit to Quit and then like pumps in a bump.
Oh, well, he had me messed up when he came out with That's Why We Pray.
No, that was my joint.
Yeah, we pray.
That was my joint. We need to pray just to make it today. That was before Too Legit.
That was his second single?
Yeah, that was on his first album.
Oh,
You Can't Touch This was first. Pray was his second single.
Oh, okay, Hammer.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. That was the name of that album, man. I had that joint.
He was the man. He had like a cult following.
Is he from? He's from Oakland, Oaktown 357. That was the name of his the girls, I think.
All right. So that was my good. Kyle's aggressiveness and play calling was my good. I think the best of the good, though, honestly, was this defense and Demico Ryans, man. Demico Ryans again out here just doing his damn thing. You know, I will say this was a part of the good, and this kind of doesn't count for the game. But the truth of the matter is, we had a really, really fun time out there. Everywhere I went, the hospitality, not just seeing the faithful either. The Carolina fan base was phenomenal. They were phenomenal. They weren't mad at the loss or anything like that. I think it's because they kind of expected it. You know what I'm saying? Like I made a bet with my cousin that the Niners win by at least 10, and the loser had to wear the other person's jersey while I did the overreaction show in the car. Well, he was busy throwing up, so that didn't happen. But you know what I mean? Like it's what happened though, man. It was really, really great. The Niners fans were loud out there in the stadium, and at a certain point, like people were like, "Hey, who's that guy? He's really good. Who's that guy? Oh, he's good too." Like, you know, so it's really cool, man. We are respectful when we go out and we travel, and people have to reciprocate that energy because it's really, really hard to be negative to someone who's just polite. You know what I mean? It's hard to just, you have to be a really hateful person in order to do that, and we don't give that energy off when we're out there.
I would say that I went to Chicago. It was nice. Denver, nice. I mean, like the people, like the fans, not just the people, like the fans, the fan base is generally nice. You have one or two. I'm not a trash talker. I'm just so focused on my team that's what I am. But I didn't run into any of that. And then I mean, we lost those games, and it wasn't like people were talking trash even on the way out, because for the whole game they was booing. So like, you know what I'm saying? They knew that they got out of there by the skin of their teeth. You know, something I'm gonna start doing. I hope it changes, but my expectations at the beginning of the season for the 49ers, I'm not gonna have any. I'm gonna chalk it up to these are extra preseason games. And by week 3, week 4, that's when I'm going to start to see the team come together and start playing well. I think that's kind of like what the 49ers are going to be, depending on how Kyle utilizes them in the preseason.
I agree with everything you just said. DeMarcus, check out the Patreon. All right. So I agree with everything you said. And you see, it's funny you say that. Because as soon as we lost Trey for the season, and I know it's going to sound ass backwards, right? My expectations for every game went out the window. Yeah. It's not down. It's not down, right? Like,
oh, you mean as far as what you were expecting to see with I got you. They had to go out the window.
I no longer cared. I want us to win. I'm going to cheer when we do good. I'm going to hurt when we do bad. But it's not, unless it's an ugly game like what we had in Denver, I'm not walking away upset for the next couple of days. Like, that's how I used to get after every loss, no matter how close it was. You know what, that game that we lost to the Saints when Ahmad Brooks stretched out Drew Brees' neck and they called a helmet hit in the head, that was our game, right? Like,
the refs shoot it. That was Drew Brees.
I was angry one day, I was hurt another day, I was depressed another day. It took until Thursday Night Football came for me to get out of my funk from a loss, right? Like, that's how I used to be after every 49ers loss. Now, I was only mad following the Denver loss, but this whole season, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna watch this bad boy and I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna watch and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And it makes everything so much more enjoyable. So much more. I used to watch like a microscope. Bro, between me and you and nobody else, I know ain't nobody else gonna hear this, I must have walked around that stadium for the whole first quarter trying to find this pin for Miss Debbie. Like, I went to every team store there. Then they told me about different kiosks. I walked around. I was watching the game on the TVs for the whole first quarter. I was walking around in there trying to find this stuff. The old me, like the way I watch games, I'm not going nowhere. I don't want to move. Like, stadiums that have the apps where you can order the food, I'm downloading them, bring that joint right to me. Like, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm right here. I'm locked in. I'm watching the people on the sideline. Who was the coach talking to after this happens? You know what I mean? Like, I want to see that. That's all the stuff. That's how I used to be. This season, I can honestly say I'm enjoying it. I am really, really enjoying this season. There's no pressure on the Niners for me. Do I want us to win? Yes. Do I think this is a playoff team? Absolutely. Could we make some noise once we got to the playoffs? There's not a team in the AFC and the NFC that scares me. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, we could make some noise. But do I expect anything? Not no more.
Very well said.
Not no more.
Very well said.
And it's a great way to watch sports. Like, and I get it. That's not how we diehards are. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as Lance comes back, I'm going to develop expectations, and they might still be tempered a little bit because this guy hasn't played significant football in 3 years now. You know, like the expectations are still going to be a little bit tempered, but they will still be expectations. I'm going to expect a certain performance from this defense. I'm going to expect this offensive line to have another a second year together and be ready unless we lose McGlinchey. I don't know what's going to happen. But there will be expectations come this time next year. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably get back into a funk, but we'll have to see how that works out. Right now, I am enjoying 49ers football. I really, really am.
Feels great, baby.
Is that how it feels? How does it feel? Feels great, baby. Oh, hold on. That's my cue. No, let's go, man. Let's go.
Oh. Yo, D'Angelo was so dope, yo. He is so dope. Listen, man.
Man. I don't have nothing else for us.
Yeah, man. Listen, guys, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, the Wayne Breezy Show. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I know there's a lot of you that's not subscribed to the channel. I'm just an extension of Nothing But Niners, and we just doing more 49ers talk over there. So come on in. Sometimes Tony rocks with me. Sometimes Mike is available. I just love to talk 49ers, bro, and the more the merrier. So, guys, if you're not already subscribed, please do that. And don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon, which is also at Wayne Breezy. Mike and I are doing an exclusive show. All right. And it's only going to be seen on my Patreon, but we're doing it right now on the Nothing But Niners Patreon. So you guys can get a sneak preview. It's like getting that free Showtime. So you can watch the first 3 weeks of whatever your favorite show is on Showtime. Used to be Shy for me. Oh, they got this other movie, Mike, on Showtime about these girls. It's like a soccer team, and they go out to this. They're supposed to go away to do the soccer tournament, and the plane crash. And
it's the
B joint.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I can't wait for season 2 to come out.
It better be a season 2.
I can't wait for season 2 to come out, bro.
Okay, so I didn't know you watched it, but that joint fire.
Yeah, it's got the girl from she's done a couple of things now, but she was a girl that was after Charlie in 2.5 Men all the time. The neighbor.
Yes.
She's one of the people in there. They got a couple of actresses in there that I recognize, but I'm really bad with names, so you have to forgive me. But yeah, it's a good show. It's something to do with bees.
I can't. And guess where they're from, Mike?
Pennsylvania.
No, I thought it was Jersey.
Oh, that's right. Look at me. Oh, don't tell Melissa that she's watching. She's gonna kill me. It's
based out of a high school out of New Jersey, bro.
Yes, you were absolutely right. Damn,
I'm surprised nobody watches it out there. I thought it would have popped up in the chat by now.
Oh, that's a good
we
one.
know. Then here comes GSU for life.
No, but that's not true. They haven't shown that yet.
Not yet, but he's assuming that that's what's going to happen. But they had to do something.
They killed the whole bear. Shorty killed the bear with a butter knife.
Butter knife, bro. Straight up.
The bear just let her do it. He walked up to her like, yeah, what's up?
It's like, you ever read that book or seen the movie The Lord of the Flies?
Yes.
It's got hints of that. The Yellow Jackets. Where the hell we get bees, bro? That's a type of bee. Right.
Yellow jacket,
yeah. But thank you.
That far off.
We just said bees. I was with bees. I'm like the bee backs, the bee buzzes, the buzzer bees.
Oh my god. Oh, we would have never got Yellow Jackets. We'd have been sitting here like, oh wait, we can't go home, man. We got to do our.
We got all these freaking Mike. Don't ever save them to the end of the show. Mike. Good night, John. Love you. I'll see you in the morning. Right? I got some reading to do.
You know why I do this at the end though? Because a lot of times people start watching later and then they say, hey, what about this and what about that? So I figure the super chats usually have something to do with that.
Understand.
And so this will be a nice little recap. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we talked about this earlier, rewind to the 15-minute mark or whatever. And we're going to give a quick answer on them and we'll keep it moving. So I kind of enjoy doing the super chat segment on the show. So let's go ahead and get to it now.
Oh my gosh, one of these super chats has me rolling.
Where's my is my ticker gone? Somebody took away my ticker. Someone took away my ticker. Oh, here it is right here. Boom, super chat segment. All right. Let's get into this, man. Let's have some fun. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's start from the top. Straight off the top. I knew I'd be forced to rock. All right. Sean kicked the show off with the first super chat of the evening. He says, do you guys think they are covering a bigger injury with Bosa? Let's start there before we keep going. What do you think there? Are we covering a bigger injury with Bosa?
No, I don't think so.
In fact, I think it's the opposite. I think Bosa could have finished that game if he wanted to.
He wanted to. Kyle said no.
Yeah, if they wanted him to. Yeah, I think Bosa could have finished the game. Kyle said that he had tightness before the game even started. So they said that they were going to keep an eye on it. And they decided to pull him for safety precautions. And so I get that. I don't think it's anything bigger, though. I think it's a groin or hamstring or something like that. But, it was a little tight, and they just decided, no, it's not worth it. We got the game in hand, and I was watching. I saw him playing the whole first half. He must not have come out the second half then.
No, he didn't play. He didn't play any in. He missed the last series in that first half. The last couple of series in the first. 49ers had 2 series toward the end of the first half. He wasn't in there on the interception, and then they got the ball back again. He wasn't in there on that series, and that's when I started to get nervous. Then when the second half happened, he didn't come back. Period.
What do you think of the defensive line signing? The defensive lineman T.Y. McGill.
They brought another guy that they brought a defensive tackle in here that gets pressure, like that can create pressure. I mean, we watched him do it against us. So
in the right system, he can be effective.
Yeah, he's going to be under Chris Kosaric, and this is good. And this could be.
Can I ask you a question? Why you think about
auditioning for somebody's spot?
That's right.
Okay.
Who's a player that Chris Kosaric like rejuvenated that no other team,
like Kerry Hyder?
Oh, that's a good one. Kerry Hyder's a good one. It's not a loaded question. I was asking for examples.
Oh yeah, like definitely Kerry Hyder, and you're seeing Kerry Hyder play well this year too, from the inside and the outside. So this is another
it's crazy. We didn't even talk about like how many sacks we had this week. Like the number
6 sacks, bro.
Right. And we had 7 last week, right? Like the numbers don't even surprise us anymore. We had a pick 6 again. Like it's stuff that we barely we're glossing over. See, we're spoiled. This defense has officially spoiled us because we're just talking like it's nothing. Like that should be highlighted. Should be highlighted. You know what I'm saying? Now remember that. Well, never mind. I won't do that. But yeah, it should be highlighted. But yeah, no. I honestly, Sean, I can't tell you anything about the signing. My experience with this young man is limited from preseason, and that was against us. It wasn't even for us. So I don't have much of an opinion. I don't know much about him, but I tell you what, I trust the guys that run this defensive line.
I tell you what, I'm with you, because everybody that they get in here is doing their thing. How cool is it that Drake Jackson, this rookie who plays limited snaps, has 2 sacks already, second behind the number 1 draft pick or number 2 draft pick in the NFL. I can't remember if Aiden Hutchinson went 1 or 2, but he's with Detroit.
Right.
He has 3, and the number 1 draft pick not even on the list. So let that sink in. Shit, we're good. We're gonna be good.
It's scary, right? He says my point with my ACL injury, Breezy, is you can function with the torn ACL until you cut.
He mentioned this on my show the other day because he had one personally, and I said, well, I didn't know you can walk with the ACL injury. And he's like, oh no, you can function with it. It's just that when you make a cut, I don't even want to know what that feels like. I'm sorry.
I tore my ACL and MCL and all that in my knee, and I needed surgery, and my mom didn't have insurance, so she was like, no, your sports playing days are over. Like that was it. She asked him, like, will he heal naturally? They were like, he'll heal, but it won't be 100%. And to this day, if I'm out playing basketball and I'm doing a little too much, you can feel your joints and stuff start to move around some more and everything. You know what I mean? But my jump was nasty, and I healed up, no surgery. Still to this day, I haven't had anything done to it. But you can absolutely function. I can run. You know what I mean? It's just when I start doing too much. You know what I mean? Now that I'm older, I'm heavier now, and all. Oh man, no, it's not good, not good. But yeah, so absolutely, you can function on it. My man Niner Rick 49, what's going on? He says, "What up, Mike and Breezy? We gonna be all right. Kick ass and chew gum. I don't see no gum. You know what that means, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. Thank you guys for the chat, man. I appreciate this. This is good. Bailey He said, "Yeah, we got the Beanie Man back. Zagazao. He put the same for two. Let's go. Yeah. There it
You
is,
see
man.
who got the keys to the beamer? Who am I? The goddamn sugar? How
Yes.
can I make love to my feeling in a rush? Pass me the keys to me truck. Hey. Oh, nah. My bad. You can tell the 90s was the shit for every freaking genre of music, bro. Because we know it verbatim words, bro. I can't learn the words to any song in 2020.
And half of what you just saying wasn't even English. That's funny. All right. Simsima. What?
That's that patois, man. You gotta take lessons.
Why is Wayne dressed like a 49ers version?
I was sitting here cracking up, bro. Like, yo, so to next episode, I'm gonna come up here with an Ascot. I got my hat.
Oh my God.
Hat. We're gonna do this something serious. I got my Pharrell hat over here. It's gonna be
Fred.
Pharrell.
No, you said I'm coming with an ascot, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was trying to think of the Scooby-Doo character that wore ascot, but it was Fred.
Got you. I didn't know where you was going with it. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was super random with it. All right. And then maybe I'll get the locks that just go out like this. I'll just wrap them up.
That'd be fire. That'd be fire.
I'm lying, guys. I'm lying. Yo, I got a funny story to share, but I'll do it on another show. Maybe on Patreon.
You can't tell people, Mike. I'm going to bed, Mike.
I'm sorry. We almost done. Jaguayo, thanks for the super chat. He says players have to change the CBA so things change, maybe. And this is going back to the conversation we were having about like it just sucks to see a guy who really worked hard on a lesser contract than what he already deserved, and then gets hurt in his contract season. You know, so this was kind of his point, and I agree. You know, it would probably also help that, you know, some active players are representing them in the Players Association, not just guys who are towards the end of their career, right? Like, who represents the players in the NBA?
The players, though, right? I think like Chris
like
Paul.
It's like Chris Paul's been doing that for a while, right?
Yeah, like it's players.
Active superstar.
Yeah.
That's equivalent to having. Help me out here. Give me a name that's like Chris Paul is one of the guys at the top of his position. That's like having Jalen Ramsey in there right now.
Okay.
Right? Like not the best, definitely not the worst. Well respected around the league. Like that's like having somebody. Instead, it was J.C. Treader. You know, like the guy who just retired. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not a knock on him or his contribution to football or anything like that. But like, we got to get a superstar in there. We got to get some names in there. Some people who you always see at the All-Star games. Someone who's always a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? Like a perennial Pro Bowler. Shit, Kyle Juszczyk would be good for it. You know what I mean? Like get these guys in there that they're gonna, you know, respect these guys. Like that. I don't know. They got to figure something out. But you're right, Jaguar. I mean, that's where it starts. That's where the change starts. My man, Master Chef. He says, "What's good, family? Ready for ATL?" He got to be talking to you because I'm gonna ATL my ass right here.
Yes, sir. We're gonna be out there. It's gonna be a blast, and I'll see you on this weekend for sure.
You got anything planned?
I'm gonna be hosting the events with John Chapman. So 49ers Rush. You can go to 49ersrushroadtrip.com if you want and get your tickets to those events. Those events are lit. Mike, you were just that one. Everybody's gonna be there. If you guys want to come check us out, the whole Nitty Gritty Niner crew is going to be there. Eric Crocker's going to be in the building. Like it's going to be lit. So make sure you guys get your tickets and be there. That's the meet and greet. We do tons of giveaways. You don't want to miss out. Come rock with your boy.
Yeah. Get those raffle tickets, guys. Get those raffle tickets. They help. They really, really do. I got an autographed Debo jersey in the room that I won at the last one. Not this past trip, but the one right before that. Jaguayo again. He says here, I thought we had a special team all straight. Oh, I thought we had the special teams all straight.
It was weird. That's why I'm saying it's weird because the special teams didn't look bad in the first 4 games. And then they just had one bad game, just like Jimmy had a bad game in Denver. And then he started to get right. So the team just got to get right. We just got to hope our defense never has the bad game. Right. And we just got to figure out how to get right. But now you got to understand, like, this is some type of law like the Murphy's Law. Like something's gonna happen. Like the defense is gonna struggle. So can the offense finally overcompensate and help the defense out? And can especially we only need 2/3. Apparently, we need 2/3 of our team doing their job right. So we can win games with 2/3 of teams. But like I said, you want each piece firing on all cylinders. But for some reason, the special teams was terrible. That's the second blocked field goal. The first time they blocked the field goal, the Seattle Seahawks blocked the field and got a touchdown. Like,
yeah.
What is going on there?
Matter of fact, that was an extra point, wasn't it? It was an extra point.
Nah, that was a touchdown, Mike. I need you to get your facts right.
No, they blocked the extra point. It wasn't a field goal.
Oh,
they blocked the extra point. You know, this is how I remember this, and because I was confused, and I'll be confused.
Seahawks blocked the extra point.
Here's the only reason I remember this, because I heard that if you intercept or cause a fumble on a 2-point conversion and run it in for a touchdown, you only get 2 points.
2 points, yeah.
So when they did this, I was like, oh, so they're only going to get 1 point, and it was 6. It was a touchdown. I didn't know what to expect in that moment.
So you get if you block an extra point, it's a touchdown.
Yes, they got a touchdown for it. That's the only reason I remember that. Y'all in the chat, y'all might remember better than I do. I drink, so maybe I'm wrong. All right, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was an extra point that they blocked. Nah, I still don't believe you. Why would I think that then?
I don't know, Mike, because I thought it was a field goal too. But at this point,
no, there is a way to tell. Actually, we can look at the box score and see, right? Because it'll tell us what happened. 49ers Seahawks. Call. Box score. Boom. Oh. No, 6. There's a 6 right there. Did Robbie Gould have any field goals?
Yeah, but does it tell you what they did to get the 6?
That's what I'm looking up. If there was no field goals, then we know. Robbie Gould, damn, it was 2 for 3. Y'all are right. Y'all were right. I digress. Y'all were right. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about extra points. It just says field goals here. Wait, that can't be right. They don't list extra points on the kicking stats?
Yeah, they do.
There's no kicking stats for extra points on this. It says 2 for 3 for field goals.
It should be inside the written portions of the
I think you guys are right though. I think you guys are right. I believe you guys. I do. I promise I do. All right. So I was wrong. Y'all are right. They got 6 points on it though. But yeah, the special teams took a step backwards, a step in the wrong direction. But I do have confidence that they bounce back. I really, really do. I do. Thanks for the super chat though. Delvin says 21. Take off your beepers and jewelry. I got next. This is funny. Wait, you ever wait at a court? I don't know where you grew up. You ever be at the courts and just waiting? You got next.
Hell yeah.
All right. So it's one thing when you got next and you got to get ready. You don't think people really looking like that, right? But it's one thing when you out there and you busting, you tearing it down, you doing your thing, like this is your day, and then you see that dude on the side just watching. It's like, all right, this is cool. It's cool. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Y'all messing around and win the game, and you got to stay out there. And you see your boy get up and start taking his stuff off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back in the day we had to put the beepers in the shoe, to put them down beside the sneakers, and oh my God, wait. I was like, no, I don't want no smoke. I want to go home. That's funny. Everything, yeah. The
street,
the watches, everything comes off, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh
man. Yeah, I agree with this. I'm with you.
Good times. Good times.
I remember that.
Master Chef says, I always say, why not teach punters to field goal? Bro, I've been saying this for years, and this used to be a way of the world. I swear to you it was. There was one kicker that did both. I swear this used to be a thing. Was Joe Nedney? No, Andy Lee was here with Joe Nedney was the kicker. I swear this was because it wasn't punters that held for kicks and field goals.
No, it was the backup quarterbacks.
Yes. Yes, and that's how you get trick plays and stuff like that. I'm gonna find out the last time it happened. But at some point they wanted to specialize it. You could save money, you get one position, and you save a roster spot. It's just my thinking. I like this idea. What say you, Wayne?
I don't know if it's something different, like as far as their technique or whatnot. But I'm all for it. Like, God forbid there's an emergency, your punter should be able to. If he could, the thing I don't get is how your punters can kick off, but they can't make field goals.
Yeah.
So it could be a technique thing, it could be rep thing, it could be any of that. So I'm look, I don't know why. Teach him. I thought our team was full of versatile players anyway, so the punter should be able to kick field goals. Because there's going to be a time like your kicker, like Robbie Gould, might just go out. Well, the real question is this: if Mitch Wisnowski was hurt, who's punting the ball?
We're going for it on 4th and 30.
All right, there it is. Better get called LaShawn McCoy. He doing that show with Brandon Marshall and them. He available.
Yeah. Eddie Glover says, can't wait to meet the NBN and NGN fam at the game on Sunday in ATL. My son's first Niner game.
Nice.
Love everything y'all do for the faithful. Hashtag what?
Big nickel defense.
Oh, you sucker. I just wanted you to say it.
Nah, I know what you did, bro. I'm wide awake at 11:30.
Oh, man. I really hope y'all have a good time. Do me a favor, though. When y'all get together with this man, can y'all take a picture with him and his son?
Absolutely.
Well, his son's going to be at the game. I don't know if he's going to the meet and greet or not. But if y'all catch him, take a picture. So I can
he
see
got my number, man. We'll definitely link up.
I like it. And I believe this is the last one. I haven't checked. There's 115 more messages, so I'm going to go check that one. Wayne, can you read this one for us, please?
Sean, go to bed. Come on, for real. Jimmy's long ball is throwing dice every time. Everyone. Go back to 19. Saints game. Tebow's long ball, he had to adjust massively. That ball to Tevin, oh my gosh, not good at all. I didn't mean to take it off, but
listen, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, though, Sean. It wasn't that they were the perfect passes or anything like that. It's the fact that he was attempting the passes. And yes, they're going to be a roll of the dice, but that roll of the dice is heavily in favor of the offense every time it happens, right? Look at all the things that could happen. It could be an incomplete pass. That still favors the offense. It could be a pass interference. That favors the offense. It could be a completed pass. That favors the offense. All the defense can do to make this ball work in their favor is intercepted it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rare you're going to get the offensive pass interference. This should be a weapon. And I like that Kyle was letting it go. I do. We saw some 50-50 balls go up and they came down on our side.
Cool.
I haven't seen that in a long time. So I do understand what Sean's point is. I do hold my breath when I see Jimmy do it. But again, back to my mentality, my outlook on the season, I was just like, let's see what happens here. Oh, good catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I felt. So,
but that's the whole point of a 50-50 ball. It's the anticipation. Is your guy going to come down with it? Is their guy going to come down with it? If it's an interception, then you can really go back and analyze, was the ball underthrown? Was the ball overthrown? What happened? Like, I'd rather it be 50-50 balls all the time than thrown into double, triple, quadruple coverage. And you know what I'm saying? Trying to pinpoint a ball right through a little small window. Sometimes they get through, sometimes they don't. I'm for the 50-50 game, Mike. I would love to see more of it. That was why I wanted wide receivers like Mike Evans and like those guys. You know, that's why I kept saying, let's just get a big guy. Yes, Juwan Jennings is that guy. Yes, Juwan Jennings is a bigger wide receiver, but I think he's just he's better off in the slot. I can't see him running that down the field. Now, don't get it twisted. I can see him run the ball and you just throw it up to him 50-50, see if he comes down with it. He's definitely a physical wide receiver, but I like using his size over in that slot. He's running good routes. The team is going to be really good as they continue to grow. I'm telling you, Mike. They're developing.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Packers used to have this thing when Mike McCarthy was there. If it was 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, and they didn't feel like they could get it, they were going up against a team that, the defense was stout, they would throw it deep every time, right? And because if it's intercepted, We were going to punt and the ball was going to end up there anyway. Like that was their outlook on it all. You know what I mean? So let's try to get some on offsides. Let's try to get the flag. Let's try to complete the pass. Like we were going to be punting the ball anyway. And I just like that mentality. And that was back when they were winning, 12, 13 games every season. Couldn't have been all bad, So I just like it. But you also want to stay away from third and longs like that anyway. But when they were there, that's what their plan of attack was. We're going to go really deep, not just some 10, 12-yard route. No. If it's third and 12, here comes a 40, 50-yard pass easily. Like that, it's coming now. And that's I like that mentality from them. Jaguayo says, great show, great info from the game. Stay blessed.
Yes, Jaguayo, I love you. I just want you to know that. I appreciate you. You call in. It's good to hear your voice. And I truly appreciate you. And thank you for the contributions. They really do help and go a long way. You guys have no idea.
They do. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Niners for Life says here,
that cat looked like a pistachio, bro. I was like,
what the hell are y'all talking about?
You haven't seen Kyler Murray in the lime green suit?
I have no. When was this?
Sunday. Oh, you were at the game.
I ain't seen nothing, bro. I didn't know who won what game. I didn't know the whole NFC West lost.
Nothing else mattered. I got you, Mike. I got you, bro.
I told you how I had no idea.
Yo, this cat looked like, the pistachio commercials and they do the lime green.
Everything was in lime green, yeah.
Bro.
He was really out there like that, bro?
Yo, just get the goddamn picture.
Was it pregame or after the game?
Pregame.
Oh,
here you go, Mike. I'm gonna try to.
This poor kid, man. He just can't y'all gonna leave Kyler alone, man. At some point, oh my God. Oh man.
Didn't it look like he walking down the runway as a model? That dude looked like he should model for the pistachio commercial. I haven't seen a pistachio commercial in a minute.
That's
what I'm saying?
Crazy. I've never seen
those are bell bottoms, bro.
Suit like that, bro. That's crazy.
Maybe if he was taller, the bell bottoms would work. But because he's like 4 feet,
that's what I'm saying. Like, when did Gap kids start making suits like that?
Poor Kyle.
Poor Kyle. He ain't poor. You see that contract he signed?
Yeah.
Kyler is doing this damn thing. All right. That's funny, though. I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm glad you understood it. Rothesis.
Is that how you say his name?
Or Rothesis.
I want him to correct us because I've been saying Rothesis and I feel bad.
It might be Rothesis. It could be. It could be. He says, I truly appreciate being able to listen to you and your crews. You guys have really helped me get through some dark times.
Oh, man.
Let me tell you, these comments like this are always the most important to me. I appreciate all of them. I really, really do. But knowing that we help people, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that people use us as their getaway, you know what I mean? Like they might be going through something, but you know what? I'm going to pop on this podcast. I'm going to watch this video of my guys. I'm just going to sit back and relax. If we can provide you guys with 5 minutes of reprieve, we have done something worth it.
Mike.
What? I'm sorry.
Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation earlier today. Please tell these people why we do this, bro. Like, that's what our conversation was about.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's thinking, we're doing this. Oh, they want to get famous. They want to do this. Nah. Let me just share with you guys this one story. And I've said it before, and it's happened multiple times, but there's something about this one particular time. The reason why I don't walk away from like my music and things like that is because I'll never forget after a show. This woman came up to me and she said, your music is beautiful. I was like, well, thank you. She says, no, you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm going through chemo. I really didn't feel well tonight. I wasn't supposed to come out, but I'm glad that I did because your music blessed me. And I'm like, blaming on a goose blessed you? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just playing. But I'm just saying the fact that she came out and said that, that's what drives me to make sure that every time you're with me, you get some type of an experience. So whether you choose to share with me or not, I know I'm giving you an experience because I want you to feel not blessed, but complete. I want you to feel like you got something. So why do you think I go to church? Like I go to church because I'm looking to be replenished. Like I'm looking to be refilled. I'm looking to be restored. And sometimes that's what we do. So look at our shows. They're restoration. If you're down, if you're happy, if you're sad, if you're in an emotional rut, if you're bored, if you're tired, that's why we're here. Guys, I haven't slept well in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm here. And I know I'm tired. And I'm not complaining about it. But this comment right here is exactly why we do this.
Yep.
I know things cost money. I know you see us charging, join the Patreon, whatever. You can't knock us for doing what we have to do. But the fact that you guys willingly do this to support is why we're here. And it's just like, I just want to make sure everybody is just blessed. That's the word I use. I just want to bless everybody with what God has given me. Yeah.
That's it. That's it, man. And I believe we have one more here to wrap up the show for the night. And by the way, thank you again for that chat. We did not mean to say your name wrong. If you can, please type it in the chat phonetically for us, so that way we make sure we're saying it right. It might be Real Thesis. That might be it.
I'm hoping it was. I'm hoping it is, because I've been saying it.
He says, Master Chef says, you guys have the best show. NGN and NBN enjoy all the content, especially when you guys argue. LOL. Made mango chipotle.
Yo, this dude sent me the pictures. Yo, so first of all, Master Chef got a YouTube page. Oh, so you got to you tasted his food before?
No.
I was about to say I'm jealous then, because you're gonna have to airmail. What's the mail service you could send food? Airborne Express, one of them joints.
DoorDash? No, yes.
Not DoorDash. But
you send food with DoorDash. What you talking about?
No, that's like food from places that you buy. He's a real chef. Like he does food for real.
Let me tell you, he sent us a video today. Maybe he just sent it to me.
I got it right here, bro.
Let me tell you why I didn't open it. So I was racing to get home early from work. I had to race through my stuff. You know, we had a supporter show. Yes. So the supporter, I'm racing through my work day, right? Like no fun, like all business, fast as I can. I get home. We got to be on an hour before. We get on an hour before.
My bad, yeah.
Right? we get on an hour before. Now we're sitting there and we go through the pregame joint. We do the show. The show is over at 4. My daughter has to be at ballet at 4:30. My daughter that has to be at ballet at 4:30 also won some awards, so I got to go to the fire department, and that is from 6:30 to 8. But problem is she gets done at 7:30. So now I'm running back and forth. All right, I get home finally because I pick her up at 7:30. I take her to the fire department so she can get her award at 8. We come back home, and I haven't had dinner yet. When I saw that notification with that in there, I said, if I open this, my body is going to shut down. I know how I felt. I know how I felt the last time I saw his food video. I can't imagine with me being as hungry as I was in that moment, opening up that video. So I haven't even clicked it yet. You're not getting me.
Like, nope. I'm going to tell you right now, if you watch his videos, you're going to get upset.
That you can't get it.
Because it's like food pornography. So it's like he get into the joint and then the sauce be dripping. And I'll be like, damn, this can't be life. Listen, I hope you cook. I'm gonna see you this weekend, and we're gonna eat some food.
Wait, he bringing food?
I got a kitchen at my hotel, bro. We can figure out a way to throw down.
Oh, y'all ain't tell me this. I might have made it. That's not right. Y'all didn't tell me that.
Let's do it, bro. The flights are down. I can tell you that right now. You don't need a place to stay. You can come crash with it.
I literally just got back in town this weekend, man. I almost didn't make it back home, so I can't. Butcher Box. They said it's called Butcher Box. Is that how you transfer food?
I didn't know you could do that for real. I thought it was Airborne Express or something like that. They be sending food.
They went out of business, didn't they?
I don't know. DSL maybe. DSL.
You can't keep naming these old. Wayne, you were letting your age show, bro.
I mean, I got mad fucking gray hair. That's from teaching too. Like that's I had to let it go. My whole body would have
Why
been.
can't it just be that you're getting older? Why has it always got to be like blamed on something or somebody?
Can you get to the rest of these contributions?
sorry.
So I can
Yes,
go to
yes,
bed
I'm
since I'm
sorry.
getting old.
We have blame it on the teaching. All right. Miss Debbie chimes in here. Debbie Ryan, thank you for the super chat. She says, "You have a gift, Wayne. It's meant to be shared. Keep doing what you're doing. Your blessing is coming, my brother."
I love this woman right here, man.
Come on, man.
I really do. Thank you, Miss Debbie. Thank you so much for those words. She don't sleep either. I'm trying to figure out how she be up before me, and I live on the East Coast. I'm like, how you wake up before me?
Yep. Always positive, always words of encouragement, and she'll curse you out in the most polite way possible when you get out of line.
Oh, yeah.
I respect it. I'm not going to say curse you out. I don't know if she's ever actually cursed me out.
Just go grab the switch. You already know what time that is.
Mm-hmm. She told me, Mike, I wanted to come through my screen so bad on you. I'm sorry. I'll be trying to chill. But thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. And thank you for encouraging my brother Wayne here. I do appreciate that as well. All right. Mango Chipotle ribs. I swear, if he take food down there with y'all, I hope he's flying so he can't bring food. Is that selfish of me to say that?
You bring food on the airplane?
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. You can only bring.
I brought a whole meal in the airport. Maybe because I'm TSA certified.
No. If you buy it in the airport, they'll let you board.
I bring a 3-course meal in my bag.
You are lying. There's no way.
Why I always gotta be lying, bro?
Nah.
I promise you, I'm gonna bring a sandwich.
You flying on a PJ?
I'm what?
Oh, you flying on a private jet?
No, I'm flying on JetBlue.
JetBlue is not letting you bring food on the airline. They already got roaches. There's no way they letting you bring food.
What time they got roaches, bro? I ain't seen no roach on no airplane. I don't do roaches, bro.
We gotta go home. I was just kidding. They don't have roaches. Shout out to JetBlue. I use JetBlue. I wouldn't be using. Look, I'm gonna show you the truth because you think I'm playing. Look, watch this. Where the app at? How you spell jet? Boom. See it? Can you see the JetBlue app right there?
I do see the app. I use the folder, bro. You got too many. You got a Jersey Mike's app too.
I got mad points.
I feel you. It's all about the points.
Yes. And then the very last one I think I saw in here.
Nope, Sean got one.
Oh, there's another one. Black Caesar said, "You guys are authentic. This is why we're here. Stay blessed." Yo, I feel like they just talking to you because I'm tired of saying it to you. Now they saying it to you. You needed to see these comments.
Thank you.
You needed to hear this.
I did. This is if they only knew our private conversations.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like they do know our private conversations because they're speaking on it right now.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Man, look. Hey, that's what is it when they say somebody was ministering to you?
Prophesizing.
There it is. There it is. Thank you guys for the super chat. Sean says you should have a celebrity death match versus Grant. He talking to you.
Grant won't be able to hang. I'm sorry. That cat won't be able to hang.
He wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Grant's the nicest person in person.
Very, very nice. Like
he's the nicest guy I've ever met. It's crazy.
He just wouldn't be able to hang because like our show, it'll get out of order. He'll go dormant, and it'll be kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Because I want Grant to be fired up, and I don't know. We can get Javon Kinlaw on here. Mike, once you read these super chats, I gotta.
This is it. This is the last one. This is it right here. Name is Roman. Wish we could have met at the game. Oh, so he must be talking about.
Oh, he was there.
He was there. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
North Carolina.
I was gonna say you should have hit me up, but people don't have my number. You know what's weird? People start calling the call-in phone line.
Bro.
Like,
Maybe trying to reach us, yo.
I think it's people watching it on a rewatch. Like I'd be so tempted to answer, but like I'll be with like a patient or something, and I get the alert that the app is going off
all the time.
Like,
I want notifications off.
I just want to know what they're gonna say if I answer the phone.
But they leave messages.
Oh, there's voicemail.
Are you using Text Me Now?
I'm using text now. There's no.
That's what I meant. I'm tired. Text now. Yo, they leave messages, bro.
Where you find them though? They just showed me missed calls.
It don't show you your messages. Some
says
people leave
conversation,
messages
call
with
history.
inside the missed call. Then you can go and click on it. It'd be a voice message. Why are you looking that up? Listen, guys.
Yeah, you're right.
I gotta show Mike.
Yo, I feel bad.
Everything.
I don't want to show this person's phone number, but yo, wait, you can't see the number, right? Look how many voicemails they left, bro.
Yo, they are. I'm about to throw the app in the trash.
I'm terrible.
Yeah, you're pretty bad. Listen, Mike. John V. Shout out to the Locker Room Rant. John V is going to sponsor 10 of you 1 month on my Patreon channel. 10 of you will get sponsored. All you got to do is hit him up, DM him on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the Locker Room Rant, and then he's going to bless you with 1 month's worth. He's going to send you however y'all work it out. He's going to give you the $5, and then you sign up for the account. And if you don't like it after the month, you just don't stay subscribed. But I guarantee you, it's backstage with me. You're definitely going to like it because he going to be there. I got to point the right way. It's so backwards. So it's going to be crazy.
What are y'all talking about?
I don't know what they're talking about, Mike. I was talking to them.
People are saying you can bring food. I'm sorry. I was on mute.
I was trying to tell this man that you can bring food on the airplane. The babies do it. The little kids do it. And Wayne Breezy does it. I was trying to tell him, but I don't know what he fly. He must fly somewhere in a different town or something like that. He must fly. I don't know, Mike. The laws have changed. You can't bring certain shit as far as like in bottles, but don't put it in the bottle. You can even bring your water bottle now, Mike, on the airplane.
All right.
Because everybody drink water.
When did it start happening?
I don't know. I just go to the airport and I eat.
They told me you can bring whatever you want on the plane once you buy it, once you're through security.
That used to be the thing. Then I started realizing, Mike, every time I go to the airport, I spend like $30 bro, on some M&Ms.
Don't go to the Chick-fil-A in there. Like, it's a wrap. Can I get a chicken sandwich? You'd be like 1927. I said no. I'd be like, no, it's 2022.
Yo, well, chicken prices went up though. So don't order chicken. Yeah, you gotta eat McDonald's. You notice how McDonald's food is cheaper now? Everything's on the app.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be ignorant too. I'm gonna go get a whole bucket of fried chicken from KFC.
Troy,
I don't even like fried chicken like that.
You cannot bring a big roll of toothpaste. You got to still get the travel size, but you can bring some damn fries. You absolutely can.
I do not believe y'all. I'm not. Can you do me a favor? Can you record yourself going to the airport and do it?
Oh, sure, for sure.
Can we go live? What time you flying out?
About my flight leaves at 4, so I'm gonna go live on the way to the airport on the IG. And then when I get there, I'll go live somewhere, and then I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have food.
I want you to have food with you before.
Now it's not gonna be out, but I'm gonna show you that's gonna be in my bag. They still gotta check it.
You gonna put a bucket of chicken in your carry-on, bro?
I'm not eating a bucket of chicken. I told you I'm gonna go get me a sub. It's gonna smell like onions because I like onions on my sub, and that is going in my bag, my carry-on.
They're gonna let you bring that in. And I swear to God, bro, they took a fucking. Nah, if they let you bring a whole ass sandwich with lettuce, tomato, onions, like you put oil and vinegar on it.
I put vinegar, no oil, so it really stinks.
Bro, I had a bottle of lotion that got tagged because
how big was it?
It was the little joint, but I guess
they're different with that stuff.
The substance on it.
They're different with that stuff.
I can't wait to see this. Please don't forget.
I gotta read this.
Yes. All this in the name of content. They're gonna be like, sir, can you put your phone down? Ooh, leave your phone on when they put it through the X-ray too. I want to see what it do to the camera.
No, Mike, you trying to get me fucking not in Atlanta?
No. I'm saying no, like you put it in, you know how you gotta put your electronics in the bucket?
Yeah.
But leave the stream on. I want to see if it goes when it goes through the thing.
If it fuck up my phone, you gonna get me the 14, right?
No, I'll get you something real, like a real phone. I'm not gonna.
No, you can give me the iPhone 14.
No, I don't buy fruit phones.
Yo, I don't know why y'all don't watch this show, because this is what you get every single time,
I
yo.
cannot wait to see what they do to you after you try to bring a stinking ass hoagie.
Bro, I had an egg, bacon, egg, and cheese last time.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to see this. This is
You
gonna be
just
great.
put it in your bag. And listen, like I said, I'm TSA certified, so
What's that mean?
pre-check. So I go through the TSA pre-check line. So I paid for the year to have the super duper security check on me. So I don't even take my clothes off anymore.
You don't have to take your shoes off?
I don't have to take anything off.
Oh, well, then that don't count if that's what y'all talking about.
No, but I still go through a line. It's just that I've been pre-checked and pre-certified. So they still put my stuff through the scanner. You know what I'm saying? I just don't got to take out my laptops anymore. You know what I'm saying? And all that type of stuff.
That's crazy. Like that. They supposed to be.
Get y'all sex asses out of here.
We almost went through a whole show without these
whole episode.
Crazy. We should have just wrapped it up. All right, I'm going home. Forget it. I'm gonna take that as a sign.
All
Hey,
right.
good luck. Hey, no, all jokes aside, don't get jammed up over a sub. That $5 foot long ain't gonna be worth it, bro.
Bro, I don't even. It's not even. It's gotta be a sub from the bodega or the corner store. Like I don't eat $5 long. Yeah,
You're gonna get a real. Oh my god.
yeah, that junk gonna be popping. Listen, because I'm telling you, Mike, every time I go, it's $25. Like on
I know.
Bottle.
Nobody told me I could bring food into the. Yo, I'm about to be tight if this works. I'm gonna be mad. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be mad.
The only reason why I know is because like I remember when Ricky was traveling to California, she brings Rome's food because he's allergic to everything.
Yes, I get
I
that.
guess, but I did it. Yo, bacon, egg, and cheese go down.
I tell you what.
Y'all gotta stop worrying about my cholesterol. My shit is good.
Let's make this different.
Okay.
Don't even try to bring a hoagie in. I dare you to try to bring you by yourself.
He called it a hoagie. That's right. That's what's
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry. What
No.
you call it?
I call them subs, but it's
My
the same
bad.
thing. It just tells us that we're from different areas.
I want you to try to bring a can of baby formula in by yourself.
I'm not bringing no can of baby formula. That shit is expensive. Why am I gonna get a can of baby formula? You want me to go to Target, buy a $30 can of baby formula so that they can try it because they're gonna make it look like it's cocaine powder. Listen. This guy Mike is trying to eliminate Wayne Breezy, y'all. And y'all sitting here laughing with emojis, and y'all like, yeah, Breezy, go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you sir? Where's the kid?
Oh, a hero. That's another word for him. I can't stand y'all, man.
All right, we gotta go. All right, man. Let's go for real. All jokes aside, let's go. I was gonna play something, but I don't even know where it is. I don't think I pulled it up. But shout out to Kyle Shanahan. And shout out to the 49ers. We got a chance to go on to the supporters, supporters.49ers.com.
Yeah.
And if you guys aren't there, head on over there. You guys got you get to hear from all your favorite content creators over there this year. They're doing something a little new. Is it braggadocious if I say what they told us when they called us after the show? Now it's okay. I'll keep that between us. But your
like
boys
Jay-Z
did their
said,
thing.
We gotta let our shit bubble quietly before we blow, yo.
Yeah. Your boys did their thing over there, and more importantly, they enjoyed it. So you impressed the boss. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's gonna do it for us today, though. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for dealing with our man. This was rough, man. I was tired when we started, and you woke me up. Now I'm gonna go in here and try to bother my wife. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna ask her to make me something to eat, and then when she bring it to me, I'm gonna be like, I'm kidding. I'm not hungry. Can you give me something to drink?
However you run your household, bro, that's what I would never do that shit. My ass would be sleeping outside.
She gonna send you through TSA with baby
It was a
powder.
food question at the start of the show. Miss Debbie wanted us to answer.
Mike didn't answer the food question.
What's the question, Miss Deb? We'll answer it.
It probably wasn't one. No. So DJ Malone asked a million food questions, and he be asking me about foods I never heard of, and I got tired of feeling dumb. Like he be asking about, bro, do you know what a Scotch egg? Scotch? Is it a Scotch egg?
Is it a poached egg or Scotch egg?
No, it's Scotch something.
Bro,
it looks incredible. I think it's like a boiled egg that got like deep fried with chicken around it or some shit. I gotta find it. I'm scrolling up to the top of the show.
With the cat, she sure would. That's another thing. They bought this kitten, right, named Martin, right? But Martin is cuckoo at night. Like he wants to play, and he thinks that your feet are like animals, and so he's trying to gnaw at him. So they put him out the room, and I'm like, y'all put him out the room so he could bother me? Like that's your cat.
You're not sleeping in the room?
See, I go to bed, so I gotta sleep with the TV on, so I don't want to mess up their sleep because Ricky get up like in 4 hours. Like she's gonna get up in 4 hours. Rome needs all the sleep he can get. So until I learn how to sleep without the TV on, because Rome decided to he just decided to just move in. You know what I'm saying? So I just sleep in his room.
Your son moved into your bedroom?
Won't give me my bed back.
My wife admitted to my daughter admitted to my wife that she'd be lying about I had a bad dream. I need to sleep in your bed. She admitted that she was like, "Mommy, I just be pranking you." She was like, it's not a prank if you sleep in my bed for real.
I love kids.
So then my wife was like, "So the next time you come, I'm not gonna believe you. What if you really do have a bad dream?" She's like, "Okay, I won't do it no more."
Oh, scorched bunny.
Right.
That's what they're talking about.
What?
A Scotch bonnet.
No, I got the picture of the Scotch egg, but first I'm gonna read this one. He says, "Mike, see, this is what I be talking. I don't eat junk food like ginger snaps, ginger apple. All right, Mike, what's your opinion on nutmeg ginger apple snaps?"
I've never had that before. I don't know.
A ginger snap is a cookie or something like that, right?
Yeah, but these are apple snaps. So is that a nutmeg ginger apple snap cookie?
Don't ask me to figure it out. He asked me questions like this, and I don't ever know what he's talking about.
Okay, Mike. So you know what? I tell you what. I understand. I would have bypassed this shit too.
You know what?
He had me at the end though. He got me at the end.
You have the show where y'all be doing the sizzling Sundays. He should be asking you these food questions.
He should. I don't even think DJ Malone is subscribed to my channel. So shame on him.
He over there. And then look, and then read the second one. Have you ever tried chicken what? What's that say?
Chicken biryani? Yep. Biryani?
Sure.
Never heard of it.
Never said it.
But the Hawaiian barbecue, blazing.
Like the pig?
No, it's Hawaiian barbecue. It's the barbecue Hawaiian style. He's just saying that it's
with
good.
Pineapples.
And their barbecue sauce.
Pineapple flavored barbecue sauce?
Why do they gotta be pineapple? I feel like that's racist.
I'm sorry. I think Hawaiian, I think pineapple. I don't do it. I don't even like pineapple like that.
I don't even know what chicken biryani is and what nationality is that.
I don't know. All right, and then I've had Philly cheesesteak egg rolls before.
Now that I haven't had, and Miss Debbie showed us that.
Miss Debbie was talking about that. She's the only person I ever heard mention it. I've never had them. I don't know where to get them, and I live in Philly. So what y'all got is fake.
Right, because we got this place called something here in Connecticut from a guy from Philly that does Philly cheesesteaks here. So is that still fake?
Nah, nope. It's all real. It's all good. It's all authentic.
Okay.
Can you see this picture? Oh, I got to take
no, I've never had that. I never will eat that. I can't.
Now, this is what a Scotch egg is.
Okay.
Now, my thing is, what's this on the outside? So I thought it was a meat. Oh, I thought it was.
Is it Scotch?
It says pulled pork sausage. Oh, it's a sausage. I told you it was some kind of meat. Now, so I actually looked it up and I found a place out here that has it. Because when I read this before,
that looked amazing.
But do you hear the ingredients, bro?
I don't care. No.
Listen, pulled pork. Listen, bulk pork sausage, dried minced onion, a little bit of salt, boiled eggs, gold medal all-purpose flour. Bro, that sounds incredible. I'm not gonna lie. That's a breakfast. I want that.
I didn't know what it was, but shout out to them out there for putting us. Mike, this is where we should be. This is great.
Can we go to bed now? I went all the way back up to the first comment of the show.
I didn't even know you did that.
Yeah, you just keep scrolling, but the bar keeps jumping on you. It glitches. All right, we love y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
Falafels. I love falafels. I thought it was falafels. That's the chickpeas. You never had falafels? Man, you missing out, bro.
I'll be there. Hey, round of applause to the audience and everybody who contributed today. You guys are incredible. Thank you.
Miss, we did all that, Mike. We did all that and didn't answer Miss Debbie's food question.
Oh, she had another one?
I think
You know, reason
she was talking about her question. Miss Debbie, just ask it again. We don't know. Just put it back right there.
What did she say? He said, "Oh,
long ass applause."
I asked it, Mike. I asked Mike like old school, neck bones, oxtail. Okay,
is that soul food? Neck bones, oxtail. Neck bones, yes. Oxtails, I thought
neck
was
bones,
Jamaican.
big feet. I thought oxtail was Jamaican, but I had oxtail. Oh no, Haitian. Maybe it's Jamaican.
Nah, oxtails is Jamaican. What's hot water cornbread? That sound blazing, and it got to be cooked in a cast iron skillet. You know them heavy ass iron.
I got hit with one before. I was a bad kid. I was busy. My mom said I wasn't bad. I was busy, but I had oxtail for the first time this summer.
I'm disappointed in oxtail, so I can't.
No, the ones I got, you must have got the tip of the tail. And
No. I just feel like it's a lot of work just to get that little bit of meat, and them shits is mad expensive.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I don't eat any food that is like the name of the body part with another word with it. So like I'll eat like chicken, and then they'll say, I've never had pig feet. I never had chicken feet. I had never had oxtail. I never had neck bone. I like if it's two words and one of them the body part, like all right, with the exception of chicken leg, chicken thigh, chicken breast, because that's what part of the chicken do you want? You get what I'm saying? So I'll eat that kind of stuff. But I've never tried any of that other stuff. Oxtail was my first time trying it because the girl that does my hair, she was making some. It smelled good. She came in the room and she was eating it and it looked good. And the way she licked her fingers afterwards, because she was picking them up and doing like the little bite.
You got to eat it. Yeah. It just takes a certain way.
It wasn't sexy or nothing like that. It was like, this is so good. I can't waste this. Like she just, and then she did the thing with the finger and around the plate. Like, just let me get that off of the side of the plate. I said, I got to try oxtail. And so I went to the Jamaican place around the corner and I tried it and it was incredible. It was incredible.
I gotta respond to this. Mike, I'm not ready to go yet because now we're talking about food and I'm hungry. I gotta respond to this one. Crab legs. I'm trying to figure out why I like crab legs so much. Because they take me about an hour to get them open. And after that, by the time you eat them joints, they're like either cold, but they got to be seasoned, buttered really, really well for them to be good. But it's a lot of work to get to the crab legs. I prefer crab legs over lobster because lobster, if you're going to do the whole lobster, it just takes a minute.
It depends on the crab legs, though. If you get in the little tiny crabs.
Nah, those are the corny ones. You got to get the Alaskan joints.
Or the king, like if you get the big
Alaskan king crabs. Yeah. Snow crabs too. Right, but again, they got to be seasoned. Don't call them. I know they see insects, but they ain't the same as insects because I don't never see them. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta stop reading comments while you talking. I'm sorry.
Because we're not gonna talk about shrimp because we already know what they are. I know what they taste like. Yeah,
they the roaches of the ocean. They taste great. I'm gonna eat them roaches all day.
Yeah, as long as they clean.
Yeah, you can clean the shrimp and everything. Listen, and all right, so here's the other one I've been wanting to try. I see crawfish, and I want to try them so bad.
They look like creatures. They look scary. Like things with these little small legs, and then you got to rip off the head and then suck out the whatever. Nah. But don't give me no shrimp with heads on it. Make sure them shits is beheaded.
He said D-headed, B-headed, one of them letters, A-headed. I don't give a damn.
I was thinking
when I eat them.
Right. I was thinking deveined and beheaded at the same time, bro. Oh my God. I'm gonna go and have a nice glass of iced lemon water and go right to freaking bed.
That's the one right there.
Yeah, the Dungeness. No. That's the West Coast thing.
That's the big one.
Nah, that's just a big ass crab. That ain't what you talking about.
Crab leg be the size.
Nah, the Dungeness crab don't got big crab legs. Look at my.
The Alaskan snow king.
That's what I said.
King, what is it? It's
the Alaskan king snow crabs. That's what you talking about. You want the East Coast crabs. Pause. That's what you want, though.
Beef tongue burrito.
Nope. They tried to get me to try Rocky Mountain balls. You ever heard of that? Rocky Mountain oysters. I'm sorry.
Wait, what the fuck is going through your brain?
Wait, because that's what they are. Mike, you know what a Rocky Mountain oyster is?
I know what an oyster is.
Oh, so you don't know what the Rocky Mountains? All right, so I kind of gave it away. So when I was in Denver, they were like, you got to try these Rocky Mountain oysters. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because they're not out of the sea. They're like,
right. I'm saying, what?
There's some animals' balls, man. I'm not eating nobody's testicles. Am I wrong? Bull nuts. There it is. I told you.
Oh my God.
I don't care if they taste good. I don't care if they put Goya on them. I don't care.
I need to try Rocky Mountain balls.
Because that's what they are. Like, Kiki says goodnight. I'm going to bed. It's time.
Oh my God. They bull nuts. Who can I ask you this honestly? Who offered that to you?
I don't know. Whoever I was with in Denver.
Okay. All right. Master Chef says plan to do a coconut curry, shrimp, and pasta. See, that sounds incredible. Just make sure they A-headed or B-headed or C-headed or it's D-headed.
It's B-headed. Take the goddamn head off the shrimp. Because some chefs, because I don't know, they cook with the shrimp head on. I don't know. Does it look better for presentation? I don't eat chitterlings. No.
You know what's funny? I've never had them. Let me tell you.
They smell too bad. I'm
right.
Sorry.
I'm always around during the cleaning process. And it's like I see my grandmother open this red bucket with the white bucket.
Red bucket.
It's slop. It's just slop in there.
Throw up, Mike.
And then she starts like, and it I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to be funny. It literally smells like shit.
It's
throughout the whole house.
It's the intestines, bro.
Oh my God. It's terrible. And then my family can't wait to get them. Who got the hot sauce? Where the vinegar? I'm like, where are your morals?
I don't understand, yo. How can you eat anything that tastes like shit? That's my question.
I don't know that it tastes like it, but I can tell you what it
smells like shit. It tastes like shit.
That's not true.
You put some hot sauce on that shit, it tastes like hot shit. Welcome to Nothing But Niners After Dark. This is the extended version.
Oh my God.
Let's go. I'm up now, baby. I'm up.
All my subscribers are about to leave. I can tell it right now.
No, they not.
I can tell it right now.
They're not. Just answer that 49er question real quick, and then we'll get right back to it.
Do you guys know why week six pick sheet has our 49ers at Atlanta game at 9:30 a.m.?
Are you on the West Coast?
That don't even matter because ain't no 12:30 a.m. game.
True.
12:30 p.m. I'm sorry. 49ers, Falcons. Did they change the time? No, I say 1 p.m.
It's 1 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, which is 10 p.m. their time. I'm not sure why it says 9:30, bro.
That might be like the time
What kind of pick sheet you use? What's that?
Well, that's why I said, is he on the West Coast? Because that would be the time like the stuff starts to kick off, be a half hour earlier, like the shows and things like that. And then kickoff would be at 10 a.m., right? Which is our 1 p.m. That's why I asked, where is he on the West Coast? So that makes sense.
Domo says nothing. Type another comment. Don't pay for it, type another comment, Domo, and I'll click it. All right, I'll be looking for it. I'll give you a couple minutes to do that. Because I got a feeling Wayne want to talk about some more. Here it is. I found it. Thank God. Why haven't we utilized Kittle more? What is interesting, because I felt like they made a concerted effort to get Kittle more involved this game.
Yeah,
what was his targets to catch ratio? Do you have that? Do you have that over there?
Hold on 1 second. Let's see how many targets this guy had. Kittle had 6 targets. He had 5 receptions. He had that one fumble.
Yeah, I think they went out of their way, Domo, to get Kittle involved, and I was happy for it. I want to see these superstars get out here and play.
I think that's part of the game plan, though. As far as the longer Kittle is coming along, like the more he's coming along, the more active you're going to start to see him. And maybe the old cliche is, like we need him in there to block or whatnot, but then technically we don't. So maybe now Kyle is starting to like rev up the reps for Kittle, and they're starting to run. Like you're starting to remember how I said when Kittle first came back, what was the first thing I said? Give him tight end screen. And that's what we started to see in this game. We just didn't get him his first game back. Why? Because you can get him acclimated, get him in the space. He's excellent in yak. And then you started seeing him go down the middle. You started seeing him catch. It was just, he's going to get more utilized. He's never probably ever going to put up those Travis Kelce numbers because we have way too many weapons. I think that Kittle is gone because of just the way the team is built. Kansas City is all Travis Kelce now.
The structure of this team won't allow Kittle to be.
It won't allow it. It won't allow it.
I said it a long time ago. I believe I said it on the air. If Kittle never reaches 1,000 yards again in his career, I would not be surprised. In a single season, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. Not one bit. It's just too much going on here in San Francisco. It really, really is. So that could be a bad thing, could be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it goes. All right, that's going to do it for us. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
And yes, no, and by the way, although I won't eat them, I do understand how chitlins became to be a thing in the Black community.
Yes.
I'm well aware of, so I don't disrespect it. I'm just not putting that in my mouth. I understand what we had to go through, but I can't bring myself to bring that to my lips.
I didn't have to go through that, but I do understand what you're saying. Shout out to my grandparents and my great grandparents, and I thank them and everybody else's for their contributions, so that I don't have to eat that shit. But the option do be there. It's there. It's not.
I cannot wait to tell y'all this story on the next show.
Okay.
About my hair, bro. Me and my lady about to fight. We are really about to fight. Yeah, the same one that put me on the oxtails.
You ain't gonna get no more oxtails.
She ain't give them to me. I had to go buy them anyway. She could have gave me a piece. She could have let me try it. It just tastes like it tastes like beef. It's just well seasoned.
Yeah, it's just the tail. It's just.
But I think
super expensive.
It is, but I think it's because it's so close to the on the bone.
Yeah, that's right.
The flavor better. It holds so much flavor in the pieces. It is. It's really good. I'll be honest with you. It's really good. Mountain oysters. All right, we out of here, y'all. Let's thank y'all again. I really do appreciate it. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always
remain faithful, y'all. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. Wayne Breezy.
1.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but we them nothing but Niners.